What's cracking? It's your homie Lil Mystery. You are now listening to the Emo Brown Podcast, the downest fool in Chula Vista since AC Slater, homie.
I met some vatos along the way, like Bonnie and Blanco from East LA. Some of them cruise, some cruise on by. Got a few homies I love till I die. From all of my homeboys I try to learn not to get busted up.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Metiche Monday, brought to you by Emo Brown Podcast, a podcast consisting of Mexicans and one white, Barry Jesbera, brought to you by Grasshopper. For all your medicinal recreational cannabis needs, make sure you go make that card clack, get 15% back. Is it still 15%?
Yep.
Still 15%. Get your discount. If you don't like weed, you probably like Epic Clothes. Take your ass down to the lower left, use your card at the Tribal Store, get your discounts.
They got an
Get your
online discount too, right?
Go ahead. I like when you chime
But you
in.
gotta say-
How do I mute him?
Champ sent me. And you get, they charge you extra.
9-5 in Arts and Rec. Drop that card there. You get 20% off. So many beautiful things to go over today. Cece from the Alwood, what the fuck are we drinking today?
All right. So today we're drinking
Thanks for the little excitement.
You've been working on
another
that.
amazing shot or drink.
This is
ahead.
another shot. I'm in.
This is going to be inspired by the movie Big Daddy.
Hmm.
And,
Oh, is that the name of yours and Luis's sex
So
tape?
see where Adam Sandler is
One of his
hazing
finest
all the
movies.
kids on the playground.
Go by the seesaw,
And he's
smoke a
talking
J.
about
Oof.
putting rum in
know
the
what I'm talking
yoo-hoo
about?
and then calling it Rumpelstiltskin.
You have a belly button?
So
Yeah, all
we're
have belly
going to go
button.
ahead
You know
and
what?
have
We all love Yoo-hoo.
Rumpelstiltskins today.
Especially Yoo-hoo with a little rum.
What's wrong?
You don't know what rum is.
Rumpelstiltskin?
Ese way. Rumpelstiltskin. Hell yeah, fool. That little clip probably just cost Casas his
Thanks,
fucking
CC.
job, bro.
Adam Sandler will be our
Okay,
next
so what
guest.
the fuck? This is
we
Yoo-hoo?
kept it under 20 seconds.
It's
dog.
Yoo-hoo. Well, it's the store-bought stuff.
Go ahead.
They don't have Yoo-hoo available, but that and rum.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see if it checks out.
Oh, wait,
All right.
it's not vodka? Oh,
Bro,
shit.
it's rum.
Because you were bringing all that.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Vodka still
Get on the level.
We're taking these like shots?
You better not.
What the fuck, guy?
I'm not going to lie. It's not terrible.
Oh, man.
Just tastes like
Oh,
chocolate milk
shit.
to me.
Yeah,
I
this
fuck
is
with this.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Just
I
for
would
being,
definitely drink this on
just
the
for being
playground.
here today, you too will get a Rumpelstiltskin. Are we going to call it that? Is that the new name?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm in for a Rumpelstiltskin every day of my
available
life.
at the Elwood for $5.
Look at
No,
that.
no.
Oh,
I
yeah.
jumped
Oh,
the
my
gun.
God. There's outlandish haircuts.
What a delectable
There's
shot that was.
ponytails. There's big white men with beards.
I mean, you
Oh,
can-
but I don't know which
I mean,
one.
you can-
I'm having a cannoli from Hans and Harry's because cannolis make the world go round. What's going on? Three Punkeos, we have beers coming out. They're all epic. Just pay us a visit. You get $5 beers with your card. Make it clack. Albert Aguirre for all your residential real estate needs. That motherfucker is scared to come on. Drop his photo real
I
quick.
wonder
If you got
why.
it. No,
I
we're going to
wonder
drop
why. Small teeth making
Oh,
big moves.
man. If you get an opportunity, rate, review, subscribe to all of our things, specifically the YouTube page.
YouTube.
That YouTube page is blowing up. Casas has grabbed it by the huevos and ran with it. It's amazing. It's growing.
Did he make
It's
eye
growing.
contact?
I hope not. Spotify is where you can catch our shows. Spotify, you can catch the audio or the visual component of what we do here at Emo Brown. Everybody still likes to listen to Apple, though. I noticed the numbers on Apple Podcasts. It's like for every 10 listens, 6.5 of them come from Apple.
Math.
You know, the other half comes from JPZ. But we won't get into that. That's a height joke. None of this is possible without JPZ and all the other people in their group. And today, welcome back, Caesar. We're going to allow you to read this. Caesar,
Oh, wow, yeah.
Reese-
Begged. There's a
you
difference.
did beg. I mean, dude, I want you to fucking get a job. And then you told me I
Relax.
created my own job. Run with it.
Okay, this guy. Oh my God, we got somebody in the crowd that just signed up, Luis Sendejas.
Luis Sendejas, look at him, fool. Hey, show him on the camera really quick. This motherfucker, before he was Luis Sendejas, he used to fucking be the backup dancer for Black Eyed Peas, the Filipino guy. There he is. Look at Filipino, not Bell.
And Luis just told us when he got here that the Emo Brown card will now be accepted at Thorn Barrio for 20% off.
Oh
everything.
shit, is this real?
Yeah.
All right,
that's a
cool,
hookup.
nice.
So we got another place
Damn,
to go.
I wanted to talk shit, but you looked at me so nicely, fool, that
Hey,
I was
be
like,
careful.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Have you not seen The Last of the Mohicans? That's
let's
him, fool. He
let's
fuck
go
you
to
up, dog.
let's go to Barrio. Let's go hang out at fucking Thorn, and Luis will be there. That's all you need to know about that, bro. That's all you need to know about that.
Segundo, we got another one, Milo Por Vida.
Milo
What's
Por Vida,
up?
world
Muchas
famous coffee,
gracias.
brought to you in a cup. In a cup. There it is.
As opposed to
Yeah, how else do you drink your coffee?
With a straw. Popote status.
Jesus Christ. Joseph Rodriguez, welcome to the team. Eric, the guy.
Eric Casas, welcome back, fool. I feel like I verbally assaulted you for 3 weeks and I had you.
Look at that leather,
I
dog.
guilted you. Hey,
That's why he
He's
couldn't
looking
sign
fly
up last
today.
week. He was
What's
spending all his money
up,
on
Danny
leather.
Zuko?
It's vegan. It's vegan.
jumping in for Casas today is Donnie fucking Brasco. Well,
Rob
well,
Halford over here.
so funny.
Another new one. It's hilarious.
funny, dog.
El Papi Chavo all of a sudden in
nice.
the mix now. That's your boy, right? From Chavo del Hoyo.
Oh, nice. Papi Chavo, welcome to the crew. Been waiting for you.
All right. Nick McCollum, another one of BJ's cousins.
Hey, these are all new people.
Yeah.
These are all like people that just joined like within the last few days.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, welcome, guys. You'll
Bienvenidos.
quickly regret that decision,
San Diego Graffiti 619.
right?
You're a dick, man. But yeah, they will.
They will regret
yeah.
it.
Matt Sislak, your other
Oh,
better half.
fuck that white
He
guy.
already
Stone-
regrets it.
Okay, what's this about? Stone Masters. Can somebody explain?
Stone
this to
Masters
me?
is a local business.
Okay.
I ran into them actually at where did I run into them? Oh shit! Yeah. Look at that. I ran into them at Little League, fool. Fucking Little League is like, it's like the water cooler of a business. You run into everybody there. Big ups to Bianca from Stone Masters. We're gonna have them in here. They're nice. They're stone company. They do placement. They do like design and everything. Pretty cool, man. She
dope,
told me
man.
the whole story.
Thank you for that insight into your life. Colleen Keating, welcome. I say doodle.
What's his name? What's that person's name?
Colleen Keating.
Hey, fool. There's a lot of white names that are showing up on here.
BJ, man. Thank you, bro.
That's the BJ experience.
Yeah, when he went to Michigan, he brought them all back with him. An angel in the back. I see you.
I bring the white.
A-Rod. Look at that.
Leah Smith, thank you. The better half of Darren.
Look
Zach
at you.
Litford, is that the better half of Justin?
That's
right?
correct.
Ooh, what's up?
Go
Jonathan
ahead.
Munoz, Enrique Sevilla Villegas.
Where is Justin Lipford?
He's in the back doing business.
Oh, man. I wanted him to come in. I want him to go over some shit.
He'll be back in a
He'll be
second.
back. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Continue.
91X Hillary,
Continue with your
welcome.
mediocrity and
Maybe he's
reading
looking for
names.
a
Bernardi, Christine de la Toba, Tapia with an exclamation
That's
point.
the homie Pedro Tapia. Have you guys gone to El Pez Sushi yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He wants to come in and hang out and tell us about how his business is going, how he got started. You strike me as somebody who goes out to eat a lot.
Nope.
No?
Nah.
All right.
Luis likes to make me dinner.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I want to hang out with you
Love
guys.
it.
Hey, when you're done, Juan Lennon, when you're done with the stool, give it to Luis. All right, next one.
The nepotism itself, Chucky Monster, Yassi Fresh, CF, what a dick. Sabrina Hunt Valencia, unemployed. Oh, look at that. You guys on
Nice.
camera.
Very nice.
The V-Day special.
Daniel
It is Valentine's Day. It is Valentine's
Andy
Day.
Lopez, Manuel de Casas, Art Pacheco, Dallas Fielkowski. Is that
Nice.
one of your people?
Oh, Dallas Field. He's one of our people.
Oh, okay,
So
my
he
bad.
won the 9-5 challenge.
That's
He won
right.
5 shades and he won the shades that we had here.
And
Turns
the
out he's
cooler,
a
right?
fucking baller at softball.
Okay.
So Lil Rob signed our team up today. Lil Rob signed the Emo Brown Athletic Club softball team is back. It's going to be on Tuesdays. We might have tryouts unless you're really fucking good.
Is this men only?
Only men. We don't deal with that. All right? Only men.
No,
I'm
ladies don't deal
playing.
with
I'm
that.
playing. I'm playing.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you want to play. But actually, no. The rules are it's a men's league. But I mean, you can check whatever box you like.
Okay.
So if you guys do play softball and you guys want to play,
See, I told
you're more than
could
welcome.
bet.
I know. Look at that motherfucker's like Beetlejuice
Ramon
and shit.
Nunez, Hortensia Yescas, Serge Juan.
Are you still on the same page? Page 1?
Yeah, you keep
Go,
interrupting.
go. You're doing good.
Yeah,
You're doing
good
good.
talk, man.
Shit.
Andre
BJ, next week you read it.
Chris M, Mike, Ramon Saldivar, Rudy
Ramon
Quiroz.
Saldivar. Never will I forget his name, bro. Ever.
Uh-oh.
I forgot
Why
his
not?
name once. And I felt bad.
Oh, that's
And I
what
felt
you were
bad.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. Matt Diesel, Brenda Aguirre, Bobby Torres.
Matt Diesel's back? Oh, I called that little hoe out last week.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, oh, look at
shame
this
goes a
guy.
long way.
I did. Hey, you know what? Bully tactics work. Last Suge Knight.
Yeah, he's in jail.
He's a bully tactic.
I'm sure they work there.
Greg, Paulina for the people. King and yeah.
Oh,
I'm
before
fucking
people
touched
start talking shit. Paulina for the people, I'm sure she'll be back. She'll be back sometime. She was just under the weather today and she didn't want to get us sick, which is why I called you. And thank you for coming in.
Yeah, back. This is a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Sanchez, Jess, Carlos Alario, Jared Goldman, and Gabriela Ledesma.
Jared Goldman sounds like a jewelry salesman.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, Jared Goldman today with your new cubic zirconian link.
he's the
you
one
knew
that
Shane's
knocked up
hookup.
Cynthia.
Oh, fuck. All right. Yeah,
They did they did the sex. She shit out a kid.
you know what? I feel like
that
there's
how that works?
a rotating roster of guests that come on. Lexi, welcome back. How was your weekend?
That's great.
Life is good?
Life is good. I had a
Fucking
crazy
cough up a
weekend,
hairball.
but I DJ'd Friday at the Lemon City Tap House, and then I DJ'd
Lemon City Tap House.
It's a dope spot.
Yes.
Known for reggae music.
Well,
primarily?
they have a reggae night. Yes.
Okay,
So I
reggae
DJ'd
night.
Reggae
Okay.
night. I did all records, and I sang. It was really cool.
You sang?
Yeah, I sang.
How'd it go?
It was fun. It
Yeah?
was fun. And then Saturday, I was outside of Suloca and Malbicho.
Panhandling or like working? What was-
DJing.
DJing. All right, cool.
Yeah, we had Chef Letty out there cooking. It was fun.
Nice.
Had a
Look
good
at
time.
you.
I was in Barrio. I guess all of us were there.
Yeah.
We were all there, but in
I
different
didn't see
locations.
anybody.
No?
I didn't see you.
You were on a
I didn't
sick
see
one,
him.
probably.
I didn't see him. I actually saw Luis for 1 minute at Border X. But yeah.
Nice.
I
Well,
don't believe Steve was actually there.
I was, and you'll see. Caesar, welcome back. How are you doing, my friend?
I saw his shoes in a photo.
What's up?
What's with all these feet pics lately?
I am building up my content for my OnlyFeet fucking page.
Speaking of spinning on the ones and twos, is that what's happening tonight at the Elwood with Luis and Cece?
Yeah.
We're finally rolling out an industry night.
You've been wanting to do the industry night for a minute now.
Yeah, a couple years.
Nice.
But I keep getting the no.
By who?
I say,
You know, it's one of those things where our prices are so cheap already. So, like, you know, it would just be kind of. But tonight we're going to have a DJ Black Gas, that's here right now.
Say it again.
Oh my God.
Black Gas.
Say it fast, say it fast.
DJ Black Gas. And,
What does an industry night entail? What is?
We're going to have drink specials. It's going to be for anyone who's in our industry and hospitality. That includes hotels, bartenders, like anything like that.
all those sucios.
If you make it a point to say it's industry night, we're going to go ahead and give you that special going on that we got.
What's that special going on that we got?
We got
Rumpelstiltskin?
$5 shots. We got $5 drinks.
Go
It's gonna be
ahead.
happy hour all night for people in the
fun.
industry.
Monday. I'll be sure not to go. Sounds good though.
No, you better go. It'll be fun.
I can't.
Mix with our people.
I'm obligated to be here tonight. Today is our foundation meeting. So before we go into introductions a little
see the-
too
you
further
see the
down the
muscle
line,
out the door?
I want to bring J Clip onto your mic just for a quick second. Or who has the wireless mic? There we go. Let's be professional about this.
Damn, it's even
Go ahead. There you are.
Right there.
Look at this fucking guy. Get in front of a camera.
He's gonna bust a freestyle with that thing on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, J Clip. J Clip is one of the co-presidents of the Emo Brown Foundation. He does a lot of good in the hood. At least that's what he tells me to tell people. So here he is. J Clip, what is going on? Go ahead and stand over here. A little
what is
more.
on your
a little
feet?
more. There you are. Straight from Pelican Bay, J Clip.
What's up, motherfuckers? So
Damn,
look,
whoa. Wow. That's
that's what I'm feeling right now.
Yes. I like
I was gonna
it.
get yelled
I like
at
that
today.
energy.
Good, thank you. Yo, we got a lot going on, man. Shoot, first of all, let's talk about some bike rides, man.
All
Got the
right.
bike ride action happening, man.
Social Club.
We've been pretty consistent, man. And this upcoming Sunday, we want to get all y'all.
Yeah, he's looking at you, motherfuckers.
All y'all
That feels good.
motherfuckers to come on out, man. We're riding out to Fall Brewery. Brother Kevin got that arranged with Fall, so we'll be doing that North Park trip. Couple hills along the way, but ain't no thing.
I'm out.
We got that
Nice,
shit.
nice, nice.
That sounds
So we got that going on. Then the 25th, Saturday the 25th, we
Oof.
have our Emo Brown Town Hall.
What does that mean?
a
What
great
the fuck
question.
is a town hall, bro?
So the town hall is really an opportunity for the entire board to be in the same space here at the warehouse to be able to talk about what we have going on for 2023.
That was a little close.
No, step forward.
Yeah, man. So anyways, we got the town hall coming up 12 to 2 o'clock. We'll have music, we'll have food, we'll have beer. And we'll just get a chance for all of us to be able to talk through what 2023 has in store.
Members only?
For us, right now, we would love to see all of our social club members and all of our friends and those that are interested in learning more about Emo Brown. So again, we'll be talking about our community projects. We have quite a few happening this year. We'll be talking about the golf tournament. We'll be talking about really even the prospecting of the new show that's on the horizon, Made. So it gives a chance for Steve to go up
Prospecting.
there and get it going. So it's just a chance to be in the same space, to be focused, and to be able to have shared communication for the rest of this year.
Look at you, man. You're so
We'll
well
have a
spoken.
post.
Go ahead.
We'll have a post
What,
where we already
can
put it out on Patreon.
Hitch our
but
horses on or what?
We'll get a post where you can have a little more information and ideally
Good one.
do a little RSVP so we know how many.
So have you guys sent out like mailers or?
Yeah, we send it out through Patreon.
Okay.
But we know that that's only kind of like one angle of communication. So
You gotta send out femailers too.
Yeah, there it is.
nasty, motherfucker. So, anyways, man, that's what we got going on, bro.
Nice.
Damn, look at you wearing some good shit today, bro. What you got on?
Shit, let me see that
Those
jacket.
are the-
Look at that thing. Damn,
Oh,
fool.
man, we will never have those.
We are not a gang.
If you're
I
looking at that,
assure you,
we'll
we are not a
never
gang.
Look, hey, show them the kids, dog. The
moon boots?
The air upper class.
The fucking
Oh, yes.
What are they, the new Yeezys? Nah, man,
yeah.
you're killing
Napoleon
it.
Dynamite.
You're doing a lot of good shit. Thank you for taking the reins and leading us into the new year. BJ Jesbera. What's going on, brother?
Shit, I had a good week last week. I fucking took Pete to the zoo, but more importantly than that, I took a lesson out of your book because you say
Audiobook, because
fail
I don't
to
read.
plan, you plan to fail. So I listened to
true.
your audiobook
Thank
and
you.
I got myself one of those little fucking calendar books where you can write down like what you're gonna do throughout the day. It's got
Yes.
the hours and shit listed.
Call the planner.
Yeah.
I don't know these things.
Yeah, neither do I, bro. Believe me.
So I fucking decided to plan to succeed. And last week I stuck to like most of my plans. I felt pretty good. I'm gonna continue it this week. But I don't know how you guys stay so fucking organized. It's hard.
No, we don't. It's all right, though. Cece, what's going on?
Well, this week has been amazing, and I had a ton.
There she is.
What?
He muted you.
Casas doesn't believe in women talking apparently.
Yeah, apparently he mutes you when you're not. You're allowed to talk now. Go ahead.
Oh,
You may speak.
wonderful. This week has been awesome. I've had such a really awesome week. I got a new tattoo.
Where?
Matching.
Can we see
Well,
it?
Hat.
Yes.
So I wanted this to be like my highlight of the week, but I know we're not there yet. But since we're here, he bought me a Valentine's Day gift.
Oh, no.
And
He's
we got
unbuttoning shit.
matching
What the fuck is about to happen? He's unbuttoning
We
shit.
both got portraits of each other.
No, you didn't.
Oh, sure. Mine's on my butt and his is on his chest.
All right, we'll see the chest first. And then we'll see, and then we'll see the portraits making out.
Our
So
dude
chest on butt.
Benji over at Big Trouble Tattoo, right up next
out.
to Fall Brewing Company.
Look at you. Did you
guys-
did you just get yourself another
I
free
like how he does it
tattoo?
all slow.
Well
Like,
done.
teasing us, like-
no, I didn't.
bro.
All right, here it is.
Hey, Magic Mike, take off the fucking shirt. Let's see what's going on.
That's not your chest.
Oh, look at you guys. Oh,
So
hey, wait a minute.
cute.
I have that same one
You
on.
know, some people call matching tattoos the kiss of death. Oh yeah, check
Where
it
is
out.
it? Look at like a
us.
three-way.
Yeah, it's nice and blown out. Yeah, some
got a
people were
flower,
saying
too.
it's the kiss of death, and
Good.
so it was one of those things where we were just like, we thought about it.
And said, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck
I want to get wifey to have my tattoo on her. I saw some rapper, his girlfriend had his face on her neck.
Dude,
I was
my-
like, I want that.
My uncle Carlos,
I want
my
to look
uncle
at
Carlos, rest in peace, had 5 women on his body.
Oh,
So he had Kim
Lucky
on his
you.
It's a big ass
chest.
bed.
He
What
had portraits
hero.
on his back, all portraits of different women that
And he
were in
kept 'em?
his life. Well, he passed away, but yeah, he had them all.
Look
He
at
kept
You know
that.
what?
all
I
the
think
women.
CC would make a great pinup style tattoo on you.
He has it
for
already.
future. Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Is that one on your butt? Let's see it.
let's see.
Before we started dating, can I tell this story real
Man.
quick?
Yeah, it's all
kind
you.
of weird. So we were in the back of his van.
Please take the mic.
We were in the back of his van.
Go ahead. Wait. Go ahead. Go
Down
ahead.
by the river?
You
We
were in the
weren't-
back of the van.
We weren't dating yet.
No, of course not. Because when you're
And-
dating, you don't go to the back of the
No.
van. Go ahead. That's pre-dating shit.
So we were hanging out, and he was like, it's kind of funny because I got a tattoo of you on my leg. And I was like, that's weird. And then he showed me it is a full-blown tattoo of me on his leg.
How big is that leg?
It's a good sized leg.
Nice. All
How
right.
big is that leg?
The tattoo is
He's talking about the-
is a
he's
good
You're
talking about
tall.
that
You're
one,
tall.
dog.
So I'm just curious. Like if it
And
starts at the ankle and
first,
ends
I
up
was
at the
just
fucking
like,
thigh.
This is uncomfortable. And now I'm just like, that's cute.
So wait a minute.
All of a
He
sudden.
got one of you before you guys were dating.
Yes.
Before he knew you.
I don't think it was meant to be me. It looks exactly like
Oh,
me.
I have
Oh
a
my
feeling.
God, I love
Oscar
it.
Uribe did the same thing to
He
me.
manifested you.
He manifested me wearing Cortez.
He has a tattoo of me on there.
Nice. Well,
Oh, my
anything to
goodness.
defend yourself there, friend?
No, it's just like I feel like I manifested it.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
In my mind too, I was like, oh my god,
He's like,
you
it's
look
weird that
just
we're
like
Oh
here
my
because like a
God.
tattoo of you on my leg.
You heard it here
Yeah,
first,
it's
folks.
weird.
If you want to
I'm
get
in the
with a
back of
woman,
his
you
van.
tattoo her on your body before you
Yeah. Dude, I want Crystal to get my name somewhere on her, fool. Like, or my picture.
Oh, it's
Might
a
as
kiss
well.
of death.
It is? It's 18 years
What
this
if she
year, I
gets
feel
that
like.
emo
You
brown
just
tattoo?
showed us.
Yeah, but we didn't get names.
Laser Latino.
Casas, what's cracking, my guy? How are you doing? It was nice to see you out of the Chula Vista element and in your own neck of the woods.
Someone turn his mic on.
No, everything's good. We had that show with George Perez, and we did that podcast, which was awesome. And it was a sold out night at Corazón del Barrio, and it was a good time, man.
It was a really good time, man. We were out in Barrio Lo. So Barrio León was fucking activated. Everybody was out there.
the art
Everybody
crawl.
was. Yeah, so there was an art crawl. Who was the Morrissey cover band was playing?
yeah,
at-
Still Ill was
Still
at
Ill was
Border
playing
X.
at Border X.
Love those
George
guys.
Perez and Willie's show was going on at the Corazón del Barrio. Did I say it right? Corazón del Barrio?
Yep.
All right, cool. BJ was out there fucking hula hooping on Logan. I was
You
like,
were there
fuck, bro.
I got in too. Jealous?
Yeah, a little
The
bit.
Aya Foundation had their event, man. There was just a lot of things going on. It was a fun time. It's nice to see everybody out and about, like not in their element, like just completely out there and doing crazy shit. I'm about that, man. I like to see you guys.
And then we have another show this Tuesday.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not this?
A
Check
Valentine's
this out.
Day show.
Oh shit!
Good
Well,
old V.
Slow
Oh.
jams, speed dating.
I'm going to speed
Is that
date
Casas in the
tomorrow.
middle?
What does
I
that
can't
mean?
see.
Well, I'm single. I'm going to just do it. I think I just talked to somebody for like a certain amount of minutes and then
Have you
go.
ever done that?
No, tomorrow's going to be my first time.
Speed dating.
Yeah.
Are you gonna give him that look that you were giving in that picture? Cause
Probably.
Yeah. All right.
There's gonna be a lot of speed.
Okay, look at
dating
that,
going
look
I
at
on.
want to go
What's
to your
up?
speed
Hold on,
dating
hold
thing
on.
and be the
Slow
person
jams
that
and
points
speed
out the
dating.
red
Valentine's
flags.
night.
That would be
I'll be like, this is
cool.
definitely not going to happen.
Hey, yo.
Speed mating, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey, yo, Malik Malo, that motherfucker looks like he's ready, fool. Hey,
He's an amazing singer.
Malik
oh my
viene
gosh.
con todo, bro. That fucker, he ain't.
Everybody
Oh, and shout out to Dope Mo. Shout out to Dope Mo.
Dope
too. She's
Mo.
gonna be DJing. I love her.
How do we know Dope Mo? That picture, she seems
She looks
familiar.
like chef.
Her hair.
How do we know it?
blends in the
She's a
background.
DJ. She DJs, models, and
Influencer.
All those
She does
things.
stuff with Fenty.
All right, all right.
Rihanna's brand.
Look at that. What a beautiful time to be alive. Super Bowl. Did you guys fucking watch it last night or Nell?
The superb owl.
I did.
Yeah? Ah, Super Bowl is whack. Super Bowl
It's
is
funny.
lame.
I used to love the game. Now I'm there to look at the squares and my bets.
Oh, okay. I thought like people in your house.
No, no.
was like-
Sitting right behind
I was
him.
with the white
Jesus.
people. Yeah.
I was with a bunch of
with
squares.
top
You
tier
wanna
white
know
people, man.
how I determined, because I don't really like know much about football, but I was looking at the teams and I was like, okay,
Checking out
well,
the
I don't know.
buds.
I would never go to Kansas City probably. I have some friends from Philadelphia, but I really don't like the colors of their team.
Accurate.
So
Wow.
I'm going to go for the Chiefs, and that's how that happened.
Well, you know what? You would have won money. You would have won money.
know, right?
You're already better than most of the analysis on ESPN. Yeah.
See, because look at
Dude,
Super
I
Bowl.
won yesterday on my bets. I
Yeah?
was super stoked. Yeah. I knew
Sports.
Kansas City.
How much
had
you
it.
win? How much you
Yeah.
win?
$75.
How much you put in?
Zero. Because
Oh.
because I
What kind of
walked
bets you guys
in-
making?
Hold on. So what had happened was I was
What happened?
I had no Super Bowl plans. My girlfriend invited me over to her family, and shout out to Alessandra and Amanda. Anyways, Cheeto's mom. So we went over to the house. They had a board of who's going to be who and who's going to win and whatever, and the points. And the thing is I have a history of winning at her house. So they always have
Oh.
competitions, and I'm like, are
Charlie
you sure
Sheen
you
over
want me
here,
to go
fool.
in on this?
Winning.
Everyone was going for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know, man. I really think Kansas
Yeah.
City is going to win by a hair.
Oof.
Because that was the betting line. They were-
Leg hair.
By hairs?
It was only like 1 point
The
over.
fucking money line in Vegas is like Chiefs by a hair.
3 hairs.
Anyways, I took it. It was awesome.
Nice.
I didn't take the money instead. I just forwarded it over to Amanda's son to get a new video game.
Aw, look at you.
Hey, I like
Because
video games too. What the
$75, one video game.
Oh, no. I know.
Damn,
My
really?
kids.
fuck? Ridiculous.
One of my
They
kids.
can't bootleg those?
He gave me $20 and I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "I'm gonna download a game on your PS5, my PS5, because they're not allowed in our room to do anything." But then the motherfucker said, "I'm gonna give you $20 and let me down Plants vs Zombies." I don't know what the fuck it is, but it
Solid
sounds
bet.
yeah. So $20 simply to download a game, and I said, "He's like, I need to buy a remote, Dad." $75 fucking dollars. That's
Damn.
ridiculous, man. Yeah, fool, the
Play that with
remote.
the controller. Don't let him fucking scam you.
Yahweh con esa madre, bro.
There's a button for that.
Dude, Yahweh, Rihanna playing. She did her thing, right? Everybody, there's mixed,
Yes.
there's mixed feelings. I've read things that, oh, she killed it. She actually murked it. It was the greatest performance ever.
Yes.
And then I heard it's like she didn't even move. She didn't do
I
nothing.
mean, she was pregnant.
But
Yeah.
did you know that going in?
I mean,
you
it
could
was
see.
pretty
I
obvious.
did. It's my kid.
That's a sign.
I saw it in the
That's very
beginning.
presumptuous of you guys.
I thought. Oh my god.
Her stomach stuck out more than her forehead this time.
Bro, okay, time out. Bro, BJ,
Oh wow.
BJ.
She's got a big head.
BJ.
I love
dog.
Rihanna. I love her.
I can't.
I was
I'm
okay
with
with
Lexi.
her.
I got a
6-head.
Time out.
I was
You
like-
brought the white guy here.
Time out.
Remember that.
Oh, it's okay for BJ because he has a 6 head.
Oh yeah, I
Look at
I
his thing.
stream
Oh,
Netflix
fucking
on that
eight
fucking
inch
thing.
photo.
His hair is running away from
Yeah,
me.
Time out.
What?
It's all I was listening to Jenny 6ix9ine today on a podcast called No Jumper.
On purpose?
All right, and
No
so like the
Jumper.
1 year anniversary of her being on that podcast, and it brought to fucking my memory you shitting on her.
I did not.
What is it that you have against female artists, BJ?
not.
Jenny 6ix9ine is a talented art from Riverside. She put Riverside on the map, and now here you are shitting on Rihanna, fool.
I'm not shitting.
Go ahead.
I'm not shitting. I'm just saying she's got a big forehead. That's
Jesus
Like, I'm
Christ!
just saying, can't you play Blink
down.
182 on
Nobody else
acoustic?
likes her. She's still
Doubling down.
She's still
bro.
Rihanna. She's
Go
still
ahead.
fucking great.
So-
Did she do well or not?
Yeah.
Did she do well or not?
I think she did well. This was actually my Dios mío, so you guys stole it. But
Borrowed
can you
it.
bring it up, Eric? I actually got to interview Rihanna in 2005.
Yeah, I saw this on Instagram.
Did you really?
Yeah, she was my very first radio interview by myself.
Whoa, that's a
Live
fucking
on
heavy
the
one.
radio, live.
Okay, I saw
This
that
is
picture.
before.
Rihanna was there?
Yeah.
I was just so drawn to you and the people on the show that I didn't even know Rihanna was there.
Yeah. Anyways, I love her, and I'm like all about her performing. Actually, she was the first pregnant performer to ever do the halftime show.
That they knew they were pregnant.
Probably.
Because, you know.
Yeah.
sorry.
People be hiding
People
sometimes. Yeah.
People be hiding.
But-
What'd you think? Did she kill it or no?
I think she killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That was. Did you see the sign
Yeah.
language chick?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
man.
person
She
doing
was
the
getting
sign language,
down.
she was so rad. I felt
Yeah.
like they should have had her at the bottom of the screen, which they
Yeah.
didn't. But oh my gosh, all that energy, I was feeling it.
So much
Yeah.
energy. Look at fucking
A lot-
black ass. Look at look at all that energy.
A lot of people were saying, "Oh, why didn't Jay-Z come out? Why didn't Drake come out?"
Go ahead.
But I think she just wanted to be
She didn't need
independent
'em.
by herself. Like, this is me. And
Or maybe
I
nobody
love
wanted
that.
to be next to the pregnant girl. Like, no thanks. You know? They're like, no.
I doubt that.
Forehead. Oh my god.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. Hey, that's Rihanna. But more important, that's Sexy Lexi. Nice. Who's the dude on the bottom? He looks like he's probably still a DJ.
That's my
Is that the dude from
homie.
Yeah?
He's a big deal. Yeah.
What's his
Joe,
name?
Joe Breezy.
¿Qué onda con el Joe
So wait,
Breezy?
are the rest of these the new kids on the block or
What about the guy on the right? What face is that?
So that's
Damn,
my
hey.
boss.
That's the guy
That
from
was my
Family Guy.
boss. That's
Oh.
my boss. That's Renee Roberts.
Lord.
He gave me my first job in radio. Shout out to Renee Roberts.
Big up Renee
If it
Roberts.
wasn't for him, I would never be doing radio.
If it wasn't for him, she would never be Sexy Lexi. Just
Yeah.
Mexi Lexi.
And R.I.P. Drew Stone. That was another guy that's passed away. But yeah,
Damn fool.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. So
Energy.
Rihanna killed it.
yeah?
All right.
I think so.
All right.
I know at first I was like not sure if she was pregnant. I was like, dang it. Then I noticed she was barely moving. And I was like, okay, I think she's pregnant. And this is cool. I
She
like
just
it.
had a
and she
kid
killed it.
too.
She
that
had
was
a
like our
tummy
whole
out.
thing.
She
was like-
Mexican.
There.
She's got to be Mexican. No, the only people I know who get pregnant like that are
Killed
Mexicans,
it.
fool. I
love
have
it.
a
You can
10-year-old
attest.
kid and one that's gonna turn 9. It's like bam, bam. We just knocked them motherfuckers out, bro.
She
and
was,
then we're
you
done.
know, she was up 60 feet in the air. Like, that's wild.
That's-
I don't know. I don't think I could do that.
No?
Like on a little platform.
I mean,
60
she's
feet in the
hooked
air?
in.
Yeah, true. But it's kind of scary. I don't know.
Maybe she had a parachute.
I was watching the fucking Super Bowl for commercials. And even then I didn't get any good commercials.
The Bradley
That's
Cooper
not
commercial with his
awesome.
mother.
Nah, I didn't
Bradley
see
that
that.
was
Cooper
cute.
commercial with his mother was the best commercial.
I think the
What about
Scientology one was the best one.
What about
Dude,
the
there was a
the
si-
Jesus
Tubi
commercial.
one.
Did you
Hey,
guys see
where
the
did
Jesus
Get
commercial?
so much money for advertising.
Okay, let's talk about the Jesus commercial.
Yeah. Let's.
He
Go
doesn't
ahead.
need commercials.
That was so disturbing. Like I was just like, this is not what I thought was going to
And then
happen
did you
during
see that-
Is it
Super
the
Bowl.
one where they were arguing?
And
Everybody
it was
arguing?
like towards the end
Yeah.
of the show where we're all drunk and we're all like
We.
Yeah.
passing
Wait,
out.
look at
We.
it. Yeah.
Hey, how many of you saw
motherfucker
the
said we.
Tubi commercial and thought the channel was actually changing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
I
texted
heard
me
about
over.
that.
What's going on?
That was on purpose, huh? Fucking weenies. They got me. I started yelling at one of my kids. I said, mijo, pon el control. It wasn't me, Dad. I was like, all right. I looked around because I literally thought somebody
Which
changed it.
kid
fool.
sounds like that?
Sonny. Yeah, actually, they all do. I don't, you know, they got the high-pitched voice, man. They go, Daddy. I'm like, all right. Bro, I spent too much time with them this weekend at the Little League field. At the
too much
Little League
time, I
field.
bet.
So we're
At
clear.
the Little
There
League
is such
field.
thing as too much time with your kids.
I have been busting Profe's balls for the last 2 years about how much time he
Just 2
spends in
years.
fucking Little League. Well, about Little League. I bust his
Okay.
balls about everything. But about Little League, motherfucker, 10 a.m. practice, and they didn't finish until 1. I I was like, what the fuck? They're trying to create a baseball player in one afternoon, bro. It was ridiculous. And they're over there. We have to raise $400 on a raffle card for one kid. And then we got to raise $400 on another kid. It's a fucking right. That's Scientology right there, fool. They're doing some Scientology shit. So I bring that up because I'm going to be selling squares. I'm going to be selling squares. And I'm expecting all you motherfuckers to donate at least $10, fool.
Kevin's got
What
me
is
on
this
the
for?
contest.
What are the
Foundation or
squares
what?
for?
I don't even know. It's a raffle. It's a raffle.
okay,
There's
okay.
either like a suite for the Padres, a Nintendo Switch, or like a big ass TV and
Oh,
shit.
cool.
So hopefully Erica the Breaker doesn't win any of them because she'll break all of them
all three
shits,
of them
bro.
shits.
How do you break a suite?
Dude, I had no idea that
Erica.
Little League was so like intense. It was like it required a lot of like I gotta be here, I gotta do this, I gotta do. I had no idea,
The
bro.
pobrecito el profe.
Profe loves that shit.
I can't
Fool.
believe you knocked his picture down.
Profe
Put it
is the
back
only
up.
motherfucker who has an 8-year-old who's better than him in all sports. All right, Profe is like 40 years old, bro. He's been on this planet a long time, and you think over those years,
old are
you know, well, you'd think in that time frame you would have developed some sort of athletic ability. You know, his availability is his best ability, bro. And then he stopped showing up, so he's just fucking useless. He needs to learn from his kids, bro. For Profe, for no reason I'm shitting on him. For no, I'll see you tonight, Profe. He's coming to our meeting.
At least I should
Oh,
maybe.
man.
Don't know.
Maybe.
So yeah, Little League's asking the brewery for a fucking a sponsorship, the Elwood for a sponsorship. I said, if you name a field Emo Brown Field, I'm all in, fool. So we'll see. We'll see if we can
That'll be cool.
scrape some pennies around on that. What else happened for this weekend? Anything exciting before we jump into the next one? All right, 15-minute PJ.
Here we go. 15-minute BJ. Today, we have another game because the top 10 lists are fun.
You're on some Pat Sajak shit this
but I
last
have
couple of
more
weeks,
fun with
fool.
the game. So today,
A lot of his qualities.
and I'm keeping it going with the Valentine's Day theme because it's February and it's a short
Yes.
month, so it's
Hey, it's
easy.
Valentine's Day.
Tomorrow it is.
Fuck.
Today, we're going to be playing a little version of the Newlywed Game. I didn't think of a better
Put my
name
hard
because it's
glasses
fucking
on
hard.
for this.
So if you got a
I'm
better
in
name for this
this.
shit, but
I hope you don't say Nookie.
I did.
Ah.
If you guys see the papers in front of you, please pull them out now. Casas, you are in this game too.
Wait, where's my paper?
Do you want in? Usually you leave.
That's
Yes,
hey,
why I like
hey,
this.
that's weird. Usually Luis is
Oh,
the
wait,
one
here we
asking
go,
for
here
his
we go.
papers.
And I'm with my man too, so this is perfect.
Because, like,
does he need to stand away?
I don't think
from
you're a
me?
resident.
No. This is perfect. So basically, we're going to see who knows each other on the show well enough to win the fabulous prize that fit inside my pocket.
Full the fucking roster flips so much here, I barely know who's on today.
I know. That's why it's so fun.
Okay,
So
it's free Italian dinner.
what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you guys questions about each other.
Go ahead.
Your
Okay.
job, if the question is about you, to write the answer on the paper. Obviously, don't show anybody. And if it's you're
okay.
answering the question, you can just answer it without holding up the paper.
Fucking Vanna White. Look at you,
here we
fool.
go.
Look at you.
Okay.
Is that because I have a pinky ring?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So the first question we're going to do about Steve. And the first one's I'm going
Wait,
to
do
tell
I
you.
answer this?
You answer
put
it,
your real
you write
answer,
it,
and then
but
we
you
write
write
our
it.
all right. I
You
got you,
write
got you,
it,
got you, got
and
you.
you'll hold it
Tell
up
us
and you'll
your
say it.
answer.
and you'll be
ESL,
like,
ESL,
"Ha."
ESL.
So,
Go.
but everybody else, you'll
How
just
many
answer.
questions are there total?
3 per person.
Oh,
and I'm gonna make
shit.
3 up for you now.
Okay, perfect.
Today's a 4-hour episode. Let's
So
go.
4-hour BJ. So the first question is about Steve.
Oh,
and like I
fuck.
said, the first ones are gimmies just to warm you guys up.
All
So
right.
Disneyland, kids or no kids?
your
So he'll
kids.
write down his
Fine,
answer. You guys will submit your answers as we go.
Cool. Next question.
Lexi.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to go each question as we go. So Lexi, what did Steve write?
No kids.
that is correct.
That is correct. Who else had no kids on their card?
I did.
Easy. Points for
Fuck them
everyone.
kids that
You
Disney-
can't stand
None-
his kids.
Hey, fool, I'm going
None
to
of his
Disneyland on
working
Wednesday.
kids.
I'm going to Disneyland on
No
Wednesday, and we
kids.
are not taking them children, bro.
I'm going on Friday, and I
Bye.
am bringing them
Yeah, well,
children.
you ain't got no babysitter. Go ahead.
All right, so this one is about Lexi. What day is a fun day?
Every day.
Steve, go ahead.
Monday fun day.
Caesar, go ahead.
Every day with alcohol.
All right. Casas, go ahead. Oh, he gave it up. All right.
I said every day.
All right. Well, Caesar and not Casas, you guys get the points because every day was the
I
answer.
thought it was Monday fun day.
What did
Every
you
day,
write? I
every
knew it. I
day.
didn't even need to
Every
see
day.
it. Every day.
Shit. All right.
All right. So
Sports.
they've got a lead on you. All right. Mr. Torres,
Ah, it's me.
who is the most important person in this man's life?
Oh,
Rihanna.
well.
Well, then I'm sorry for my statements earlier. I didn't know we were so close friends. All right, Steve.
I'm going to put Natasha, and I'm going to put it with a $sign on the S because J Clip made an appearance on the podcast today.
Solid move.
His baby girl.
That's right. All right, 3 points.
All
Everybody
right.
got that one.
No,
is that the
correct
answer?
answer is Joseph Stalin.
There
You
we
guys
go.
are wrong.
Oh, my bad.
Interesting way to spell
That
Natasha.
mustache is stalling like, fool.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
All right. Next question about Steve.
Again, me?
That's the
What the
one.
fuck?
I got to think about the CC ones as we go.
I got a good cheesy one.
Okay.
In Dickey Islands.
Well, let's see this one.
That's a 4-hour show for sure, man. Yeah.
Movies or music? If you had to choose one for the rest of your life, you can only watch movies or you could only listen to music.
Who's this for?
For CC.
Oh, for Sissy?
Yeah, so she's going to write down the answer.
Making movies or making music? Or making music for movies?
Ooh.
She can make them if she wants, but she's got to watch or listen to whatever she makes. Steve, what do you think?
I'm going to go with music.
You're
She's
going
always
music.
dancing.
I want music.
Music.
Musica.
Musica. What's the answer?
Music.
There it is.
Points for
Damn.
everyone.
Unless it's like Love Island. You should have said reality TV because I
Hey,
am
can you mute
such
her?
a reality TV slut.
Back to Steve.
Yeah.
This is getting harder.
Okay. Ooh.
Whiskey
Oof.
or tequila?
Dog.
The silence is really good for the podcast.
Go
I'm just gonna
ahead,
keep on,
guy. I
I
ruining
mean,
it.
he's more of a
All right,
Scotch
Lexi,
guy.
what's your answer?
I say tequila.
Caesar.
James Buchanan over here. Whiskey.
Cece should know this one.
It's whiskey, but he likes Scotch.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your answer?
Scotch whiskey for the win,
Whiskey.
everybody. Yeah, Scotch whiskey for the win,
Points for
everybody.
everybody.
Nice,
I got that
nice,
wrong.
nice.
So far, I have got every single one right.
That is
Oh, somebody wants to go to dinner.
I
Is it? What,
always
wait, what's the
win.
win? The,
It
what
fits
do
in
we?
his pocket. He hasn't told
It's
us.
in his pocket, and I'm hoping it's not connected to
It's like three
It
hands.
is not- All right, Lexi, cats or dogs?
Me?
Yeah. Are you a cat or a dog person? Everybody else, figure it out.
Okay,
Steve,
don't answer
I
yet.
know.
Yeah. Well, I hope you know it's about you, motherfucker.
Time to pick.
She strikes me as a dog lover there, BJ.
I'm going to go with Los Gatos.
I said dogs.
All right, we got 2 for dogs, 1 for cats. What are you?
Dogs.
Boom.
Dog people.
Damn. Hey, I'm making a comeback, fool. Fuck yeah.
Calm down.
I'm about to
Ella
fit in your
Cool J.
pocket. I'm about to fit in your pocket.
Oh,
Go ahead.
shit.
Cece, you are on fucking fire right
I
now.
know. Well,
All right.
I'm observant.
There's pills for that.
Caesar,
Oh.
is Caesar a more of a love or a lust kind of person?
What are we basing this on? Past
answer.
relationships or?
Caesar?
Whatever you think.
I'm gonna
So
say-
Caesar, go ahead and write down your answer. Love or lust?
I know what
Don't
he'd
cheat.
want to say.
I already
but
wrote
I know
my
what
answer
he
for
actually
you down. I already
is.
wrote it down.
Ah.
I already wrote it down.
Steve,
Well, BJ, I'm gonna go with lust.
he's going with lust.
Love.
None of the
Easy.
above is the appropriate one.
I said lust.
Ooh.
Lust. And she drew titties, so that's
Go
bonus
ahead.
points.
Oh, wow. I'll take that one in the case.
All right. He says CC wins that one.
Lust. All right. Damn.
I actually put none of the above, but that wasn't an option. That kind of pisses me off.
He voted for booze. All right, Cece,
Yes.
what is your ideal date?
Oh, but don't say it. Oh, I know it.
Yeah, you have to write it down. Make it
Luis, Morse code wink at me.
short with the sunglasses on. Yeah.
It consists of the back of a van and a leg tattoo.
All right. So that's your answer. Back
That's
of a
my.
van and a leg
Nah, but these
tattoo?
little hoes are gonna copy me now. God damn it! It's like high school all over again. They're copying me.
Miss Lexi.
Dinner.
Boring.
Dinner? Just dinner?
Like Italian dinner.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
close.
That's
Caesar.
crazy.
So I cheated because Luis has told me that she's been with him to the drive-in movies and had dinner in the back.
Hey, fool. Do you not have a home? Like, do you just do everything in your fucking
All right,
van?
I
Like,
gotta tell you
Cece, what's the
this.
answer?
The
Have you been in that
answer
van?
is,
Yes.
and I'm not even kidding.
You wrote it down, right?
Yes, I wrote it down. My favorite date is having Italian food in the back of his van at the drive-in, and that is our thing, dude.
I guess-
That is our thing.
I guess that's points for everybody.
Nice.
Except for Steve.
Oh,
bitch,
you
I'll take the
guys.
He said something about the back of the van.
I did. Nah, they don't want me to win. It's like the fucking.
All right,
It's like
so
the Super
far,
Bowl
we have
yesterday.
a tie
It's like the
between
fucking Super Bowl.
CC
That is
And
crazy.
Lexi, 5 points each. Steve and Caesar. Caesar has 4. Steve has 3.
I love the number 3.
We'll combine them.
I love the number
Boom,
3.
we win.
Wait, you didn't ask us any questions about you.
I have a question about Barry.
Oh, you want to know about me? All right, Steve. This
Go
question
ahead.
about you.
I'm ready.
How long has Steve been married?
Oh, I just said that
I
earlier.
told you they
fool.
were going to get harder and harder. Do you think people listen?
Yeah.
We'll find out. Lexi,
Married or
how long
been
has he
with
been
Crystal?
married?
Okay.
Married.
Married to Crystal.
Married? Hold on. Hold on. Let me do my math real quick.
You wrote down 10
shit.
years.
I put 18.
Okay,
on there.
18. I can't see.
But I thought he said that earlier.
Yeah, all right, so she says 18.
17.
17.
16 years.
16. We got 3 different answers. Steve, reveal
This
the
is
answer.
the year of 18, but I am currently married 17 years.
Of course, 17
You know
goes
what?
to
But it feels
Caesar.
just like yesteryear when it all started.
Caesar
I
is
love
in a
you,
three-way
honey.
tie With 5 points
I
each.
love you, Crystal.
You
Sorry.
are.
Who listens?
There's only 2 crystals I love in my life. One of them is meth, and the other one keeps me awake all night. I love you both.
This question is about Lexi. How old was Lexi when
14.
she had her first kiss?
Oh shit, 12.
What the fuck?
Let me try to remember.
Like with tongue or no tongue?
Whatever
With
she
tongue?
considers, what you consider
With
your
tonsils?
first kiss. When
Okay.
you're like, this is the story of my first kiss.
Okay.
How old were you?
Fuck.
You guys
Everybody
go
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
ahead.
say
Just-
11.
Steve says 11. Caesar?
You don't have to write it down if you have an answer, fool.
Boom.
He says
13.
13.
I'm gonna go with 13.
I said 12.
This is 12.
Damn, well,
Were any of them right?
13.
All right.
Damn, bro.
Caesar is now in the lead with 6 points.
In
What are you
kindergarten,
talking about?
a young lady named Claudia
8
slipped me the tongue. She didn't have like her 2 front teeth. That was my first makeout session.
Very nice.
is that why you kicked Chef off the show?
No, dude, her name is Claudia Lopez or something. If you're out there, I still remember.
All right. This question
I still remember, girl.
is about Caesar.
I'm dead.
Okay, what'd I do?
What song does Caesar make Whoopi to?
Whoopee. Damn, look at me. Look at me.
So-
That motherfucker
We all
screams
have
R.
a song
Kelly.
in
That
mind.
motherfucker
I got it,
screams.
you guys. I
Think
know
about
it.
Caesar,
I know
write
it.
it down. I know you know it.
I
'cause
know.
think
I know
too.
it. Oh my god.
Do you really? Is it
guys
in
are
English or
going down,
Spanish?
putos.
That's
All
a song?
right.
That's
Okay.
a song?
No.
Is that the name of the song? Caesar,
I'm
have you
not
written it
gonna
down?
write it. She's
You
trying
got
to
it? You got this?
look.
Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Steve,
I do not know
Give me
this
these,
about
man.
your best friend.
what song does he make Whoopi to?
He strikes me as a fucking. I don't know,
Next.
fool. Fuck, I don't
You
know.
passing? You
I'm gonna
taking
go.
like an L
I'm gonna
on
go with a little bit of Afternoon Delight.
Afternoon Delight. All right.
Wrong.
Lexi.
Wrong.
Pony.
Pony.
Genuine.
The baloney
That was
pony.
close.
Wrong.
Cece.
Oh, fuck.
Blame It on the Rain
Exactly.
by Milli
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli, baby.
How do you guys not know that?
I'm happy I don't know that. How the
Wow.
fuck do you know that?
I know everything.
I
I
have
bet.
heard you. I have heard
Have
you
you,
play that.
been
have you
very,
blamed it on the rain with Caesar before?
By
Jesus
Milli
Christ.
Vanilli.
I knew it
Louis
was
has.
a
Every
song
time
from
I
that
hear
era.
the song come on, I'm like, oh, this is Caesar.
Every time a bell rings, an angel get his wings. Anytime fucking Blame It on the Rain comes on,
That
Caesar
is
gets
the
somebody
end
pregnant.
Of the regular round, we did end with a tie. We
Oh.
got Cece and we got Caesar in the lead with 6 points each.
Right,
Where am I
right,
at?
right,
Where am I
right,
at?
right. You're
You have
out.
3
That's where you're
Okay,
at.
I'm all in, and I want to buy
double
points from next week.
What is this wheel for?
And I'm going to buy in, and I want points from all of the games
Don't
coming up.
do
I'm going to
that.
win
If you're
here.
gonna buy in, you got to pay up.
I
That's
got
how
you.
that
I got
works.
you. I got
Okay,
you.
okay.
Ante.
All right.
So
Final
it's like a
question.
lightning round?
Hey, you enjoy just uncomfortable silences, huh?
I kind of do.
You're like a weird host. Go,
I-
fucker.
It's called building up the anticipation.
Why don't you build up that hairline? Come on.
Try it.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Showing up here. You're on camera. Come on,
Final-
guy. Wear a hat.
Final question. What month was my son Pete made in?
Made.
Oh,
Made
yeah.
out.
I will give you this hint.
Go ahead.
His birthday is in June.
All right, I got you.
June is the month.
Ask me before these fuckers copy me again.
Well, everybody should write down your answers. Here we go. Final round.
Boom. Everybody put your pencils down now. Fucking quick with the math. Go ahead, perro. September.
Steve.
You put it down in September.
October. Oh, I'm not.
You're already out. You're out.
I'm out. I'll
You
say.
didn't-
Hey,
you
wait,
didn't
time
put
out,
down
time out. Can you get a camera on fucking Barry Sweaty Pits Jezbera, bro? Roll your hands up.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck, dog?
bet.
Yo,
I try to represent the fucking Emo Brown Social Club. I'm representing the bike ride.
are you
right
good,
now.
fool?
I get nervous.
What are you on right now?
3 cups of coffee.
Are you wearing
Bro.
an undershirt or is
No.
it just skin to skin?
Oh, fuck. Hey, this portion of the podcast is brought to you by
blended in with the
Manscaped.
wall.
What the fuck, dog?
Fernando, you're a lucky
Y'all,
woman.
Y'all, he's wet.
Jesus Christ. Are you all oiled
He's
up?
He's wet.
That is a lucky woman.
113%.
This
Sweat.
15-minute game is giving him the
Jesus
sweat.
Christ,
I'd like to
dog.
change
I hope
my
you guys
answer to
know the
Keith
thermostat
Sweat.
here is set to
Nothing
like
lasts
This is what
forever,
happens
bro.
when he has to work on the spot.
Caesar, what's your answer?
What's your answer,
Es
Caesar?
septiembre.
September.
September.
Y'all are wrong.
When is it?
It was October.
I was
Oh,
right,
she won.
but I'm
She was
not in
right.
it. I'm not in it.
She was not in it.
Interesting.
So we need another fucking question, and I don't have any more. So here we go.
Oh, man.
Physical challenge.
Physical challenge.
I'll win.
Push-ups.
I'll win
What
this.
about,
Push-ups.
We can do a push-up.
arm wrestling?
Wait. What's the
good.
prize,
I'll
fool?
beat you at arm
I
wrestling.
need to know what
You
the fuck
want
the
this.
prize is. What is the prize?
All right.
Heroin.
Hold on. Before I get to the prize, final question.
Go
about
ahead.
Mr. Casas.
All right. Oh, about Casa.
Casas.
Oh, do you know the name of Eric Casas' girlfriend?
Me, I'm not in this.
Go ahead, answer. Who
No,
knows
he
the
said
name
no.
of Eric Casas' girlfriend?
Caesar.
I don't know. I know.
You don't know.
I refuse.
I know who she
refuse.
used to date.
Damn! Oh, God.
You really do like reality TV. Fuck.
Just give it to Cece, fool.
Oh, wait. Casas is way awesome. So
This
What does
week's
that mean?
prize
it's a lighter.
He introduced me, and I'm not going to sell
Is
him out
the-
like that. He said no.
I know her name, but I'm not out the game.
Oh, man. Go
This week's
ahead.
prize is the equivalent
Go ahead.
of 57 Indian rupees
What does that mean?
in US dollars.
Go ahead.
69 cents.
Oh shit! Fuck all that you, bro. You wasted our time.
Bringing up the prize.
I'd rather have your sweaty shirt.
An authentic. I'll give it to you. BJ just bear a pin, handmade by himself.
I'll
Bro,
take that.
you wasted our time for 69 cents, sweaty pits, and a fucking pin, dog.
You welcome.
Oh, wait. I have that one. Look.
You think I made a money here?
I'm no longer.
I made a fucking Indian rupees.
Take a fucking seat, bro. Oh, man. Take a fucking seat. Let's bring this shit back. Alexia, algo bueno.
So I'm gonna be performing with a band on Wednesday at Winston's, the Equal Rights Band. So shout out to Sammy Roots for inviting me to sing with you guys.
Hey, you be fucking hanging out at Winston's a lot, huh?
Well, it's just been lately. I don't
Yeah?
know. I've just been having a lot of things going on there. But anyways, yes, I'll be singing on Wednesday. So I'm excited about that. I got to practice with them. It's been a while since I've sung with a band.
What are you gonna sing? What song?
I'm actually doing a cover. It's called "Walk Away from Love"
Go
by
ahead.
Betty McLean.
Let me hear it.
I can't sing right now. My
Why?
voice is gone. I
Well,
told you so. I have
hum
to
it.
savor it.
Hum
I
it
have
for
to
us.
savor it. No, are we gonna get kicked off?
No, you're good. I don't think you're gonna hit the notes. Go ahead.
Anyways, I'm not gonna sing right now.
I think it'll be unrecognizable to the human ear. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then also my art show is happening.
That's this weekend.
This weekend. I got La Diabla performing. They're releasing their music video, so we're gonna show their music video. I've got a bunch of artists doing pen and ink style art. I've got vendors. I've got food from Quesadilla Locas and
Quesadilla Locas. I never even heard of that.
yeah.
About to go
Also,
learn about
my
it.
homie Malt One's gonna be painting live, so that's all happening Saturday. It's
Tell me more about Malik Malo, bro.
It's $5. Oh, so that event, Saturday's event's $5 before 7. So you can get your tickets at Eventbrite. I have the link on my Instagram if you need to find it. And then tomorrow, I almost forgot, but yes, I'm DJing this event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the live performance by
Corazon.
Malik Malo.
Corazon del Barrio, along with
Casa
Dopemo,
Double.
and then Malik Malo. He is an amazing vocalist, performer.
Why do I keep hearing Careless Whisper? while
Yeah.
I stare?
Little known
Speed
fact,
dating.
he is the Padres long relief pitcher, Malik Malo, number 69. Go ahead.
Speed dating is going to be happening. I'm going to try it out.
I'm
Fuck it.
excited for you.
Why not?
Can you take a camera with you?
I mean, you want to give me like a
GoPro?
I'll take you. No. Like I'll give you a little camera on the stand, and I want you to like just let them know that
Yeah?
we're gonna record you, but
Okay.
just boom, you're
I
down.
really want to
All
be
right,
like
cool.
the clown or that jester dude
Yeah.
in Sábado Gigante, where he's
Yeah.
like when he comes out and he's like, nope, wrong answer.
El
and close
Jacal.
the pull off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jacal.
I want to be that with a red flag, and I go up to couples,
right?
and, I'm like,
Eric, can we make that happen?
and blow a horn.
Yes.
Wait,
Look at him. This
Fool.
is Malik Malo.
I'm into this fucking guy. He looks like a
He's
Dominican
good.
D'Angelo.
Oh my God.
Crazy love. How did
Oh man, I changed my answer. This is what makes me too.
Yo, I have a
This is
vasectomy.
now it.
I have a vasectomy, but if that motherfucker's playing in the background, wifey's getting pregnant, fool.
Oh, I'm excited.
What the fuck?
I'm excited because
Tom Green on the drums. What the shit, bro?
He's not-
tomorrow I get to
agreeing
play
with.
slow jams. Eric, slow jams are my guilty pleasure. He knows it. If I'm faded and I'm have a hold
Yeah.
of the music,
Don't put the blueprint out for motherfuckers.
I
Let them
literally
figure it out.
love
Let them
slow
figure it
jams.
out. Look at shit. Fucking see, Lexi's putting out the cheat code out there. Fool. I'm a
I
big
know.
fan of tequila, slow jams. That's the way. It's like, damn. Malik Malo.
This speed
Yeah.
dating's gonna go even quicker tomorrow.
Cici, algo bueno from you, Cici. What you got for us this week?
Best thing I had this week was a tattoo,
Bar none.
bar none.
All right.
Oh, I love
Also,
that.
we've been doing
Look at
some
that.
legal stuff, looking good.
Legal
Dude,
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You're changing your name.
Oh,
Lawyering up.
no. No, I don't need a lawyer. I know someone who does need a lawyer.
Oh, I know what you're talking.
Just
fuck.
joking, just
She's
joking.
speaking in like generalities.
JK,
All she can
Oh,
say
my God.
is you're welcome.
Dude,
All right.
you know what's really awesome was the Aya Foundation this weekend.
That
Sure,
was
I
mine,
cut
but cool, man.
myself.
Thank you.
Huh?
Well, yeah, go ahead. That could be yours as
I'm
well.
fucking with you. Go.
Oh, was that yours?
Yeah, look at you
Sorry,
guys.
dude. I'm just
Colonizer.
really excited that they let me have this opportunity with them.
And you fucking killed it.
I'm thankful. That
Well, we
they
had to
let
pull
me
some
come
strings
in.
to get you there.
And
But
then 9-5 is like hooking me up with some new glasses. I just got like all the
Yes.
kickbacks. So I'm just
hey, did you do the C-
thankful.
the Lexi
I would
approach?
look really good
No.
in these.
I look really good in shades.
T-shirt.
I I did not.
And then Metcalf was like,
I
you
was
can keep them.
way more obvious. I was like, yo, dude, I like those glasses over there. What you got? But I'm really thankful they gave me the opportunity.
Nice.
It was so cool meeting
You're
all
welcome.
the people. And
Jesus Christ.
Might as well throw a little welcome
shout
in there.
out to Aya Foundation and all the people that came.
Not a
Thank
problem.
you for tipping me so high.
Oh shit, you got tipped finally.
Learn something proud.
I made rent
Go ahead.
off of tips that night.
Wow.
So thank
Nice.
you guys
Fuck.
for that. I appreciate it.
Did
That
you
was
leave it in an
insane.
envelope on the bar or what?
You know, I learned my lesson from leaving my money out. So
Damn fool. When you told me that story, I was like, okay, that sucks.
Yeah.
The fuck you leaving wads of cash out for like people
that.
to.
No,
I was going
Something's
home,
not
but
yours, you don't take it.
don't-
That's bullshit.
Agreed, but damn, I don't leave fucking cookies around Caesar. No.
You can't pay rent with
Fair
cookies,
enough.
man.
Fair enough.
Depends
It's
on the
all right.
cookie.
It's all right.
Depends on the cookie.
I'm about to
I'm
make
being hella cryptic here right now. Just leave it at that.
Tell us about Aya. What happened? What did you see? What did you
Absolutely
like?
Killed it. That venue is really fucking amazing. I didn't realize that whole back outdoor space they had, man. That's incredible though. Like
Yeah.
little restaurant.
The
setup,
ramp was a
yeah.
ramp set up.
Yeah.
They can't take that down. That's like a permanent fixture.
It looked like
Okay,
a permanent
cool.
picture. Luis was doing backflips and shit off of that.
Damn it,
You guys
fool.
had pizza back there, right?
Yeah, Parlay Pizza, Mario Caliano.
Okay.
Yeah. He was over there. slanging
Beer
some
brought to you by
eggs.
3 Punk. No problem.
Yeah,
That's
Chavez
all right.
Dinero. What's
No,
your
Chavez
welcome?
Dinero. You know, it's no
I
big
was
deal.
telling everybody that was a Mexican lager.
It is.
I don't
Damn, did you
think it
hear
is.
my voice go all the way up when I
Yeah.
laughed?
What would you? Is that an American rye lager?
It's an American rye lager.
Oh, cool. Who had that right?
You did. I was asking everybody, and
Bro,
I
you
wanted
sold
to test
every
Steve.
beer in San Diego, fucker. Yes, you should know the style.
You're welcome.
Thank you again.
Not the other way though. That got no. Okay, forget it. We'll let that go.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna let that one go.
So they
fool.
were-
Yeah, it was cool, man. And then I went over to see Isaac at Tribal, and he had a second Havoc show.
Oh,
so
nice.
that was fucking cool.
Hey, you a
man.
hoe fool. You were everywhere.
Thank you for
I
noticing.
love
A lot of
that.
people
You're a
don't
hard
tell me
worker.
that.
You're a hard worker.
Lust.
That's lust. Lust, bro. If there's an event, 9 times out of 10, fucking Caesar's gonna be
I
there.
was going
fool.
to join you at the show, and then things got a little crossed. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no more space for you guys.
I
We had a
know.
good
Funny.
time. We had a
Casas
good time.
texted otherwise.
Didn't see you there. BJ, algo bueno, sir.
My algo bueno? Well, it's simple.
He already used it all his time. Come on. let's-
I know.
I'm
Fuck
done.
the 73-minute BJ. Fucking A, dog. Go
My algo
ahead.
bueno is a shout out to the Manhattan, who will be hosting my birthday and Fernanda's birthday on February 24th. I'll be playing my second ever show
Wait,
there.
we're coming back.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
That birthday is going to be a fucking day.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm going to Disneyland earlier in the day, and then coming back and closing it out by getting fucked up at the Manhattan. And
I'll
I
make
invite
sure to miss
everybody
that.
out. It's going to be free, unless your name is Steve. It'll
Go
be
ahead.
$10.
Nice.
So come on in. Don't bring any Steves.
This is
Let's have a good
Esteban.
time.
I'll bring you a hat for your birthday, fucker. Jesus
Make it a nice
Christ,
one. Make it a nice
dog.
one. You don't like my Ace Ventura hair? I really
It's-
tried.
You will call it hair. That's fine. My algo bueno this week was Saturday with friends, bro. Saturday started out epic. I hang out here with Pinche Casas in the morning. We had George Perez come on and his fucking sidekick Eddie.
Bro.
Hey, fool, sidekick
Eddie,
Eddie.
man.
I need a sidekick Eddie, man. I think it's BJ.
that was
I think BJ is my sidekick Eddie. These
Wouldn't
guys
know
are
wasn't there.
fucking hilarious. This podcast is going to be coming out sometime this week. When do you want to put it out?
I don't know, Patreon? What?
You want to leak it on Patreon first?
Whatever you think.
Wherever you think you're less likely to get canceled.
It was
No.
good, man.
Oh yeah, I mean this episode is unlike any other episode we've fucking had before.
Yeah, it was raw.
It was fucking raw, bro.
That bottle of tequila started out full.
I'll tell you
Judging by
one
the
thing.
condition of this area when I got here, it was a good podcast.
It was an epic podcast. We got to learn a lot about the comedian, the man, the myth, el compa George, sidekick Eddie. Hung out, then we took our talents down to fucking Costa Brava with the Lugos. Selena and Chicle joined wifey and myself. We had a little dinner at Costa Brava. We got on a sick one. And Chicle didn't mention that he had 2 events to be at. Chicle had to be at the Aya Foundation, I guess, for one of them. And then he had another event down the block, probably next to you guys. There was another art show.
It was that.
It was that one.
Yeah.
And he said, fuck all that. Let's see if we can get into fucking Corazon del Barrio and watch George Perez. I put in a call with Casas.
Casas,
Return my
God.
text like that. I got 4 wristbands as soon as I got as soon as I got to the spot. There was 4 wristbands
Yeah, we
waiting
look
for me.
different,
Fool.
Look at these guys.
Look at those guys. Hey, those guys.
I wasn't cool
Lexi
enough
and
to
Caesar
go
look
on
a little
Saturday.
different.
I should have just called Ernie, but I didn't.
Hey,
I wasn't trying to go that.
let me
route.
I've
tell
seen
you.
Caesar wear that outfit before, though.
Oh, look at that, Caesar. That could be you, Caesar. Hey, whoa, that was like 2 of me. Wifey would love that. It was a fun fucking time. We hung out. It was super late. Got home Saturday with friends, bro. Saturday with friends was awesome.
Love it.
It's good because
Well,
you didn't do
you were
Friday
on a
with
second
friends.
when you left here.
I had to drive? Did my wife pick me up?
No, your wife picked you up, but then she jumped in the passenger seat.
She made me drive.
And you walked outside and you went, no, mija, no.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, she made me drive.
Damn.
So I went double down at the restaurant, and we had like fucking 4 jarritas de sangria, bro. We just went all in. Good time. I like. I don't like spending money unless it's on like an experience, like a dinner or an outing or like a vacation. I don't like to, fucking buy outlandish shit. I like to hang out with my friends and family. So one day I hope to. No, I think I'm going to keep it to the people I currently hang out with. We're going to do it like that.
We all thank you for that.
That Yahweh, my pinche algo bueno. It's a perfect fucking, based on the conversation I was having with George Perez, is a perfect transition into my Yahweh moment of the week. Ooh. My Yahweh moment of the week, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. George Lopez has a podcast. I think it's called OMG High. And he has, he's an old school cat. He's old school. And he had some views, I guess, on his last episode about how he doesn't feel like it's his job to help people along the way. And we talked about it. I talked to it with this George Perez, because, he's in that fucking industry. He kind of was breaking it down. And he got a lot of negative flack, but then when you take a step back and realize what he's saying, this is what he said in essence. Somebody said, fucking BJ is an up-and-coming comedian. And he's like, oh, what do you think? He's like, I don't think. Well, why do I need to? I've never even heard of BJ. Why do I need to help him out? Nobody helped me out when I started. And I was like, it's a little bit of dickhead mentality,
So
It's like a crab in a bucket mentality, It's like, instead of everyone for themselves, like maybe help. But then the flip side to that motherfucker was doing it before anyone was around. Like he was doing it all on his own. He was out there grinding, creating his own path. Why should he feel like he has to help? Like if you ask me, like I would go the other way. If I had come from a place where I can help somebody, I would probably just extend an olive branch and be like, hey, we're doing this podcast. You want to do a podcast? Fuck it. Let me show you how I do mine, and maybe it'll help you. Maybe he's been hit up many years already on, show me this, hook me up, put me on your show, put me on this. The comedian he was talking about is Ralph Barbosa, and he's fucking hilarious. Like I've seen a couple of his clips like on Instagram or on TikTok, and I think he has a couple of specials either on HBO or on Netflix. So he's legit, but just the way that he came across, like, I don't know what the fucking guy this is. Why do I have to help? Why are you even saying his name? Nobody knows who is it. I was like, all right, that's a little bit douchey. But I think in the scheme of things, it's like, well, and that's why I was started to post all that lame shit on Instagram about we win as a team, we learn as a team, we are Emo Brown, because it's true. I feel like Chicle, myself, Justin, yourself, Gus, and to an extent Profe when he's not sending pics on DMs. Like I feel that we're all on board trying to make this thing of ours better. It's community, it's educate and empower. It's showing BJ's like, hey bro, your hair's not banging today, have a hat, or whatever. Like I just want to make sure.
He liked my hair today.
I just want to make sure that if we make something of ourselves, that we're gonna bring other people with us.
I'm the exact same
Wait for that
way.
hymn
Even in
sponsorship.
my industry, like street teamers don't
wear his
ask
hat
for
with my
help. I'm
headphones
like,
on.
hey, I ask them, do you ever want to like be on the radio, or are you just here wanting to work in promotions, or what's the deal? And some of them have expressed what they want. And I'm like, cool, come in during my show. I'll show you how it works.
I think it's a mixture of that hustle mentality and an opportunistic, an opportunity presenting itself. You don't have to be like a top-notch guy. Doesn't have to go out of his way, give you a hand and force you on stage. Here's your opportunity. Like it'll just happen organically if you're good.
It makes me happy when I see people that I did train and learn to do, what I do, thriving and
nice.
And doing it. So proud.
Look at you.
But you did say that he's from a different era.
He's from a different era, and that's real. Because I know motherfuckers who are around that age, and they're different, bro. Mexicans, I feel like we're a new kind of like era of Mexicans where we do help each other out, and I feel like it's a little bit more like, bro, like, yeah, I have a brewery. Do you want to open? Fuck, let me show you like what I did. I've sat down with numerous motherfuckers. I've gone to and given like, what is it when you talk in front of people, like presentations on this is how I opened a brewery. This is what I did. Like maybe it'll help you. That's my way of like helping and helping somebody get to that next level. I don't want to be a dickhead and be like, I got a brewery. I'm gonna fucking help you figure it out.
How do you feel about what he said? Like, I don't need to help you because I laid that groundwork. Like, you can just follow my example, basically.
It's a template.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a blueprint. It worked for him. It might not work for everybody, but I mean, in essence, all of the lessons on how he got to where he is are through his work. Like, if you really want to study something, is just look at all of his work from when he started. So last night we were watching Latin Kings of Comedy. It's kind of whack, fool. I was watching it.
Dude, this is just George Lopez staying relevant.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah. If he's going to go and knock people down. No, I don't think he has to. I think he wants to. I think you have to be kind of shock jockey, especially if you have a podcast, to say stuff like that and then expect people to keep up. If you think for a single second that people make it to where they're at without a single handshake,
it's
come
bullshit.
on.
That's bullshit.
Come on.
Yeah.
We've all worked,
Yeah.
we all lean on each other at one point or another. And I know that that's bullshit.
You're not.
saying
You're,
Whatever.
outlandish
Yeah,
shit is
George
good
Lopez,
podcast.
you're
get
not.
out of here.
You're not gonna get there alone.
What an asshole.
You're not gonna get
Let's
there
just
alone.
call it as it is.
Well, and there's the other thing. Like he always
me,
talks.
George.
He always talks shit about Eric Estrada Poncherello. You know, growing up,
Whatever,
because
dude.
he said that guy always fucking shined me. He didn't shake my hand. Wah wah woo woo. And then it's like, well, now you are Eric Estrada, fool. Like
Yeah.
you turned into that fool. Like why be that way? We don't know. I mean, motherfucking money changes people. Power changes people. And then maybe that's where he fell into. That's why I'm worried about you, Caesar, when you start getting a little bit of fame, dog. Start getting a little bit of cash in that pocket. Look at that look. Well, you look like you want to pull somebody over, fool. Yeah.
BJ over for his hair.
Thoughts?
What hair?
Anything? I mean, you're Mexican, like me.
Again, he comes from a different era, and everybody has their own. But it is hypocritical when he goes on record talking shit about Estrada, and then he pulls the same shit. Like, I mean,
Casas, I want to hear your intake on it. I'll take on this, bro. What do you got?
The God.
Oh, look, it takes a deep breath, like, fuck. It's like, fuck.
He's got
damn
notes.
shit.
Nah, man, I always try to help out.
Yeah,
That's
you
just
do.
fun. That's
Yeah,
just
you
fun.
do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
just gonna
motherfucker, he's like the busiest guy in the South Bay. He's how many podcasts do you do?
6.
14?
Six? You do six?
Yeah.
Fuck, but you start
How
with
many are
saying
good?
Emo Brown is
Emo
a
Brown,
part.
Emo
Yeah,
Brown,
all right,
yeah.
cool, good one. Nice, we'll pay you this month again. Give me something Yahweh-ish, man.
My
Sorry,
Yah-
I don't know why I decided to go first, but I feel like it needed to be. I needed to throw it out there.
I like when you go first.
I hate George Lopez.
Do you hate George Lopez?
No, I was just
That's a bold statement
reading
right there.
what's going on in your brain.
I don't
Why you
hate
went
him.
first.
I see that might look at like when I was said earlier about the envelope. Oh, I see the good and the bad of every situation. Like I always want to. I don't want to go like on a whole. This is black or this is white. I like to look in the middle. Like, oh, this is gray. So with him,
I totally disagree with you.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let me hear it.
All right. I won't go into the envelope.
No,
thing,
no, yeah.
But don't ever like blame the people who are
Opportunistic.
Opportunistic. That's not anyone else's problem. But when you come to George Lopez and like whatever, I just don't. It's not like this is a new thing. This is not his like new thing on the podcast where he's like making a thing. He's known for being a dick. He's known for like getting his way. But I feel like, he made his show, he did his thing, but somehow he's still staying relevant. And here we are talking about him.
Dude, upon looking into like all the shit that he said, like a bunch of stories came up on how people
not
really
even
don't.
mad at it,
Dude,
but it ain't-
people
he
don't
ain't
like
that
him.
funny.
People don't like him. Like I
don't
guess he's
give
burned
a
he's
shit.
burned a lot of bridges.
Come
He's
on,
pissed off a
guys.
lot of
Cancel
people.
me.
I mean,
I'll
like,
be out.
I mean, he's no Richard Pryor. You know what I mean?
go ahead.
You know, he ain't no Richard Pryor.
Who is?
Like,
Steve
Richard Pryor. No,
for comedy. And shit.
I'm just saying, man.
Also, don't put yourself on a platform with George Lopez. You got all the things going on where you really,
Well, me?
truly, you walk the walk. Like you're here to help other people in the community, and you're doing all these things. Like you
Roger
literally
that.
your integrity leans up against all these other people who have, like even myself, and being at the bar and how we've worked together.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Everything that you say is 100% true. And that's how your path is going. If George Lopez wants to be an angry old dude speaking into a mic, fine, whatever.
So your perspective is relevancy. This motherfucker's just being outlandish just to stay relevant. I can see
But
that.
you know what? He is.
Yeah.
We're here talking about him. I'm here getting my blood pressure up because no one gives a fuck about George Lopez.
There it is. There it is. All right. Well then, Yahweh moment of hit me with your Yahweh.
CC keeping it real. Love it.
Sorry. My show wasn't that funny.
Which show was it? It was just the George Lopez show, right?
I don't know.
What was the show called?
I try to watch it.
The George Lopez.
George Lopez show.
That was it.
Dun, 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 dun. Come on. 3 a.m. You wake
Hit
up
me with
after
the
a long
Yahweh,
day.
BJ.
That's the song you hear.
DJ?
My Yahweh comes all the way from the world of Starbucks.
Oh Lord.
As you guys
Oh,
know,
here it
Starbucks
is.
can be expensive, but this time this is a little ridiculous. One Oklahoma couple got the Java Jolt of their lives when they ordered 2 cups of coffee at the chain's Tulsa outlet and wound up being charged $4,566. I know I said 500 a lot there.
Fool, everything about you is all like white people shit, fool. Starbucks, white people shit. It's in Oklahoma, white people shit. Jesus
Sorry,
Christ,
hang out with
BJ.
Justin a lot. What are you gonna say?
But
Jesse
I see
Odell and his
half
bank
of him.
account got ground down after he made his usual coffee run. January 7th, the day everybody goes to get coffee, ordering an iced Americano for his wife and a venti caramel frappuccino for himself. That says a lot, which added up to about $10 in his head. Father Ford didn't realize what had happened as he immediately didn't check his bank receipt, but his wife later realized when the 4-digit charge had been made for the drinks when she got to use her credit card at the mall, and it got declined.
So it was gratuity. A tip was left there.
That is correct.
Did they put it on their own, or was it accidentally inputted by the customer?
So that's where the story gets a little hazy. Starbucks is saying this guy just fucked up and hit the wrong number. And he's saying,
That's a
why
lot
would
of
I
numbers
fuck
to
up and hit
hit,
that number?
though.
And if you look at his receipt, it's literally like 4 all the way across. So it looks like it could be a glitch or this guy just holding down 4.
Is there a $4,000 option for a tip?
I guess there
Jesus
is.
Christ.
These guys found it. So
Let's work at Starbucks.
And normally a machine asks you, right? Like, you made a gratuity more than 50%. Like, are you sure? Like, that's a common thing on these
Does
new
that
POS
happen?
systems.
I don't know. I've never gone higher than 15.
Yeah.
I'm playing 20. Always 20.
So they went through Starbucks, tried to get their money back. Starbucks sent them apparently multiple checks instead of just one to like cover the fee or to cover the remaining.
So they got their money
balance.
back.
The first checks bounced.
What?
Yeah, so they started like looking up like legal options to go after Starbucks for this shit, and then all of a sudden they got 2 new checks that worked. But I just thought it was hilarious that like first of all they put a $4,000 tip, and the person like taking the tip was just like,
Oh,
How often do you go to Starbucks?
Not $4,000 worth.
No, but do you go a lot?
I wouldn't say a lot.
How about you, Cece? You're a coffee drinker, I think, more than all of us here. Do you go to Starbucks a lot?
No.
Caesar.
Monday.
Do you go to Starbucks a lot? Jesus Christ.
No.
No?
Nope.
That's what's weird.
There's too many good coffee.
Yeah.
options
Yeah, we
around
got
here.
Por Vida.
We get Por
Have you heard of Por
I
Vida?
prefer to go to Por Vida.
Por Vida.
Por Vida.
And you know what? They get their
Por
tips
Vida.
right, you know?
This coffee is amazing.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure
Por
if you guys
Vida's
have
my
had it
favorite.
yet, but Por Vida.
Oh my God.
Por
Just
Vida.
a little-
Por Vida's
What
the
ordering you a
famous.
drink over
Damn, I'm
there.
happy you brought your fucking bodyguard with you today. Look at fucking
Yeah,
this.
dude, this is my man.
It's like, I don't smile, I don't laugh. All I do is frown.
The quietest person on the podcast.
Stoic Louis.
And if you want to send a smoke signal, he's got you.
Guys, relax.
wow.
This is
Something-
first time behind a mic. It's a
If
little
something
intimidating.
pops up, you're gonna be happy I'm here.
That's
Yeah,
right.
nigga, popping. I feel like we got a guy with a mohawk, a guy with a beanie. Life is good. Ain't nobody fucking around here. fool.
Yeah,
Sexy Lexi. Oh. What do you got for your Yahweh of the Way? Oh no.
Okay, so I had a friend in from out of town, and Saturday we were in Logan, but then afterwards I was
Fake
like,
news.
let's go eat dinner at the holding company because I love the holding company. Everybody, shout out to the holding company. I love you guys. THC.
Home of BJ jumping a woman in the.
They're amazing there. The bartenders
no
are
reason.
the bomb.
Too
I love
soon.
them. But anyways, I was hanging out, and then after that, I was like, hey, let's go check out the ocean, you know, because he doesn't live by the ocean.
'Cause you're
So
high
I'm
as
like,
fuck,
hey,
probably.
Let's go check it out.
You're in San Diego. Let's go watch the water.
Okay, so I had a purse that was too small, and I couldn't fit my wallet in my purse, so I put it in my pocket,
All right.
and my wallet fell out of my pocket.
Oh, pinche Lexi.
I know, and I lost all of my cards, my
Charged a bunch of
IDs,
Starbucks to it.
my passport card, which I'm so sad about. I was like, no, how do I even get that back? I don't know. I got to look into it, but
That's a hard one to get back.
Yeah.
That's a hard one to get back. Did you have like a
know.
Sentry in there too, or just that?
no, just the passport card. But yeah, so I had to reorder like 10 cards. I don't even know why I had all those cards with me.
Good. It's a sign for you to
I
I should have
minimize.
just put one card and my ID.
Did you
That's
have
all I
cash
needed.
in there?
I had cash in there, but
How
not a
much?
lot. I
No?
only had like $30.
Fuck,
But I was like hoping somebody just took my $30 and left my wallet maybe where I might have left it. But
do you think somebody
but
took
then
it?
I was thinking
maybe it's there.
Maybe
Could be, though.
maybe they'll bring it back. Like, you know, maybe they're gonna mail it. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for.
There's a lot of hope in
you ever
that head of
found a
yours. There's a lot of hope in that head of yours.
Well, what'd you
bro.
tell Justin the other day? It's the hope they kill.
It's the hope that kills you. It's gone. Cancel
I
those
know.
cards.
Oh, I
Get
already
all new
canceled
ones.
them. I already
Yeah.
canceled them. I already
Yeah.
ordered a new ID. Everything.
There's
driver's
nothing worse
license.
than losing a wallet.
This
I
is my
fucking-
first time in my
ever?
life
Oh,
ever.
shit. Look
Like
at-
I've never lost my purse, nothing. I take care of my stuff, and I could be drunk as fuck, and I will have my purse with me. I'll never lose no makeup, nothing, you know?
I lose my wallet at least once a month. You know,
Really?
yeah, but I find it. I usually locate it, but I lose that shit on
That's
the
called
regular.
So you
misplaced.
Oh
misplaced it.
yeah, yeah.
Calm
When I'm in the
down,
moment,
drama
it's
queen.
lost, and my wife's like, "How do you lose it every fucking time?" I was like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I don't like it.
So you guys have actually lost your wallets before? or
Yes,
anything? Yeah.
yes.
Happens to the best
I've
of
also
us.
found wallets, and an easy trick. Nobody knows this, but apparently I'm gonna fucking break the news here. if you find someone's ID, you can literally just throw it in the mailbox and they will send
That's
it
what
to
I'm
them.
hoping happens.
So if you find that
But I
shit, if
don't
you
know.
have Lexi's ID or her passport card, just throw it in the mailbox. You don't even need a stamp. They'll take it to
Well,
her.
you're gonna
you.
get deported now. Is that how that works?
I think.
No, fuck. Caesar, hit me with that Yahweh.
It was nice knowing you.
I was hanging out with some folks and they were discussing some. There was a disagreement between a couple about what happens when they pass away because one of them wanted to be cremated. The other one was insistent on the fact that they were buried because their family has a plot where all of them have been laid to rest. And throughout the course of this, somebody started bringing up like there's so many different things you can do now. You can be made into like a seeding pod, like to grow into a tree or some shit, right? And this went back and forth.
So
and
dogs can piss on you.
Wow, okay, that's one.
I mean, you love it in life. Why not in the afterlife?
That's
right?
one way to take it. And throughout the course of the research, I pulled up an article that made me laugh because it said the inventor of the Pringles can was cremated and buried in one of them.
In a Pringles can. the
guy-
big ones or the little ones?
The
That
big
is
one.
believable.
The guy
All right.
that invented the Pringles
Probably the
can.
traditional red one.
That
Yep.
dude is down as fuck. He backed his brand. He was all about
literally
it.
Said, yeah, man. He was responsible for a lot of different creations, but the
Can
Pringles
we bring
can
up a
was
Pringles can?
Yeah.
We used to have one that
The
disappeared.
look on Casas' face.
I know.
He's like,
Sure.
this motherfucker.
This.
Some people call it a Pringles can. The other people call it a Profes. No, forget it. So yeah, this man Frederick J. Bauer from Cincinnati was so proud of his creation.
Trevor's
He was
dad.
buried one at the age when he passed away at 89. So
89?
Yeah.
That's a long life.
It is a long life.
When do you want to die? If you had your opportunity to choose the years.
Yesterday, but I mean, here I am.
You know what? I believe you. I do believe you.
So this guy, he worked for Procter & Gamble. He did shit for Head & Shoulders, Gillette, and he had a fucking illustrious career, but this is like his proudest thing, and he buried himself in one of those cans of this
Wow.
cremation.
I wonder
Well,
if
he
he
didn't do
filled
it.
it up or if it was like half
Thank
of
you,
the
Steven.
can.
Nice. Good job.
Well, he didn't really
Dude,
fill
but
himself
it
up.
was to me. It
Like,
was,
was there chips in there still too
He was
with
cremated.
them?
just the ones you can't reach.
but which one? Barbecue, or do they go with the?
Oh, he was definitely
I'm
barbecue.
original. I don't know.
I'm a sour cream and onion fella myself,
there you go,
bro.
man.
The cheddar ones, though.
Which ones?
Mm,
See?
cheddar.
All right.
How about them pizza
But it was.
ones?
It
Fucking
was,
BJ probably likes the tofu flavored ones, bro.
Pizza, all there. Pizza, Pringles, and pizza
the
goldfish.
spicy mayonnaise ones.
Do you guys have macaroni and
Did it make
cheese
that?
flavored Pringles? They're to die for. White cheddar.
Okay, hold on.
But it
Are you
was,
talking like JP?
it was weird for
Artichoke
me
dip.
listening to that argument
Oh, no.
because I'm like, dude, what? Is this a thing that most couples don't talk about? 'Cause-
About dying?
Well, yeah, and about like
All
what
right.
your choices.
I'm gonna be
are.
real with you. I already told wifey. I said, this is what I want. I've made my fucking playlist. I have a death playlist that
Yeah,
I wanted
we
to
talked
play
about
throughout the
this.
whole thing. I'm in the process of
metal
creating
playlist?
audio for each person that I care about that I'm going to leave them a little
Okay.
podcast. I'm going to create a video with Casas once we get our grant approved. Well,
God,
once we get the
God,
money,
God.
we're going to make a video, and I want my video playing at the fucking wake the whole time. It's like, hey, cheer up, Charlie. Shit, you're gonna
Talking
be
shit to
here.
everybody
Yeah,
that's there?
yeah, like you're gonna be dead soon too. Don't fucking worry. Some shit like that, and I'm gonna have that shit catered. I might even have some fucking Bucanas bar. It's gonna, bro.
Dude, I have a list of people.
I want
that
people
aren't
to.
allowed there.
I want my party to be fucking on a sick one.
My dad
know?
has his entire funeral set up. Like, it's already paid for. He has the restaurant paid for. All the lunch. He wants a lunch.
It's the one event that none of us will ever miss. Everyone
He has
here is gonna have that
everything
event.
done
You know,
that
so
we can just show up. And he's like, I want it to be a party.
Yeah.
I want it to be fun. He wants to be buried. My mom wants to be cremated.
Okay.
It's
See,
been a
that's the
whole
thing.
to do. A whole, huh?
That's the thing.
there's a
right
third option, by the way. The third option, which I don't know if it's like fairly new. The third option is getting embalmed and just kind of like creating yourself. And I saw a fucking video of a dude on a motorcycle
Oh,
who was
yeah.
fucking dead, and
The
he's
guy
like
sitting on the chair.
Yeah, and he was just like this.
Jesus.
I kind of want that.
Dude, there's a
Taxidermy,
country
yeah.
song.
Fucking, like-
There's a country song that's like,
But those dudes ended up
Put me in
getting
the corner of the
buried.
studio like
Or-
a bear, just
this has been done in a country
Yeah.
song
Turn me
against
into
the
a rug.
jukebox.
pits.
Oh
What?
my god! No, there was a
Yeah,
dude that was
prop
at.
me up.
Yes.
Against
So there was
jukebox,
this
you
hip hop
know?
artist, I think in Texas, and he was at his
Chingo Bling.
concert.
No, not Chingo
He was
Bling.
dead. He was standing, but he was dead.
Yeah, they propped him
Oh,
up and shit.
he's
yeah.
like, fuck a hologram. Here I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
What about
Hey,
you? Cremated, buried, what?
I don't know. I'm going with the third option. Ball me, man. Just sit me there in the
Mannequin,
corner.
like a mannequin?
Look at it. I'm
And just
gonna,
put you right here.
I'm just gonna be like this, bro.
There's like
On
a
a chair.
microphone in front of you with your video that
Just
Casas
judging
films.
people,
And
judging
just like,
people.
hey guys, you're next.
And then Casas will just push the board. He'll push a button and be like, "Hey, BJ, wear a hat."
What
You
about
know.
you guys? Buried, cremated.
Together, apart.
What? or the
definitely
embalm?
don't want to be buried. Just
Me
you know,
neither.
burn me, dude. I don't care.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
There it
whatever,
is.
who cares?
Cool.
I want to be thrown off the cliff at Half Moon Bay and fed to the sharks.
Oh,
We can do that right now.
Jesus
That's romantic.
Christ, bro. I don't think sharks
Really
like
giving
people
back,
with
you know,
long hair.
giving
You
back
might
to
have an
the-
issue.
Is it legal to be buried
cut
without
off
a
hairballs.
coffin?
Well, they do that. They do
The
that.
whole-
Because that's what I want. I want to be put in the ground and like eaten by
They
worms.
do that actually. It's like a newer thing, or I don't know, or old thing. I don't know.
My mom wants to be pressed into a diamond. That's her whole thing. She's like, or
Wow.
like a gem. You
Go
can
ahead.
press them or whatever and make them into jewelry.
Classic
She's like,
gem.
just cremate
Maybe that's
me
where these
and
diamonds
press
came
me,
from.
and then you can carry me with you wherever you're at.
I want to be rolled into an Emo Brown pre-roll. Available for $3
want
for
us to smoke
$12 every Tuesday at Grasshopper. You too can smoke me out of this Emo Brown pre-roll. You know, imagine, fool, they fucking just roll
would
you in.
smoke you.
They smoke it, you put it in there, and then fuck, this guy
I've
hits.
done that.
This guy hits.
Start talking all sorts of shit.
Let's take a fucking break. Oh wait, you have a Yahweh, CC? Hit me with your Yahweh, girl.
I got no Yahwehs.
No, life is
dude.
too good for a
Life
Yahweh.
is so good. Dude, let's
Fuck.
celebrate. Honestly, this year's already been kind of rocky, but the past few weeks have been
Ooh,
so
yeah.
amazing. and
Rocky
I'm-
lost yesterday in the playoffs. Eagles.
Yeah, dude, whatever.
Whatever.
Winning all the bets, doing all the things.
Look
I got
at you.
my partner with me. We got our
Yeah.
I'm here.
tattoos.
That partner.
Yeah, that
Oh,
partner.
partner in life.
Business.
My business partner. Yeah, dude, life's good. I
Good
can't
for you.
complain
Last
right
of
now.
Mohicans over
I'm really
there.
happy.
Do you have a Yahweh? You want to ruin her day?
I did my Yahweh. I ruined everybody's day.
All right,
but
cool.
I will say before the break, we have a little check-in from the YouTube. We are watching live on YouTube, so
Oh,
thank you
look
guys
at
for
you.
commenting. Maggie Brennan, she said some things.
Woo,
the most
Maggie.
hurtful thing was she takes back her compliment on my hair after that Rihanna diss. It wasn't a diss, it was an observation.
No, it was a diss, bro.
How's that a diss?
A diss or an observation is like, oh, that head's a little larger than normal. And then you're on, fuck that bitch, you got a big old head. I was like, damn, fool. Like, there's no need for that.
You can put the
there
quotes
is
for
no.
that
Her
one.
belly was bigger than
Yeah,
that big ass
I don't know
head.
what's bigger, her belly or her
she
head.
said.
That's what he said. Look at it.
Yes or no?
That's what you
backing
said.
Look at
Verbatim,
you,
dog.
bro.
That's all.
You ain't gonna get no
Yeah.
love here, fool.
I get all the hate from my forehead. I figure I could put
He was
some
like,
out.
fuck Rockefeller. I was
We
like,
need to create a canceled button.
Let me just say this. Rihanna, I know you're listening. I'm sorry.
too late, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love you, Rihanna.
God, I love her.
Bad
Yeah.
gal Riri.
Oh, way to jump on the fucking
she does
bandwagon.
not
Everything
love
you
the way
say
you
does
died.
not.
I know.
He probably
you
listens.
know.
SDCA Equipment says we want more 3PA ghost stories.
Oof.
Oh.
Carlos R says Pit Stains just bear in the house. That's
Pit
right.
stains just bear.
Jose Lopez says apparently Luke Perry was going to be buried in a tree seed, but it didn't work out that way. I don't know
That's
what
what your
that
hair
fucking
looks like. You got Luke Perry hair, fool.
Luke Perry
You got Dylan McKay shit.
Dylan vibes.
That's why you're hating because
You got like I've been dating Brenda Walsh hair, fool. I had
keep talking shit, and Oliver's gonna stop cutting your hair because this is the product of Oliver.
Hey, he didn't make the hair. He just fucking works with what you don't have,
Made it
fool.
better.
Any other
Actually, I went in
messages?
for a haircut. He just handed me a hat.
Yeah, he's like, no, bro. Here's some Rogaine. Get the fuck out of here. I'll see you in 6 months.
Still ain't no blue pill though. So I'm good.
Also, I want to give a shout out to the social club members that are sitting in the corner in the back.
Go
We
ahead.
can't see them, but I met them over the weekend. They walked by. I was DJing. I saw you guys. I was like, you guys got to come through, and here they are.
There it is. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's take a break before she starts thinking everybody. We'll be right back. Nice. Look at that. Oh my God. From the TV screen to here. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back from a little bit of a break where everybody partook in some shots and some cannabis and some goodies. And here we are with two people that I've known for a while. One since middle school, and the other one since the inception of the brewery. We have the dynamic duo, the power couple, artistic supremes, España Garcia Foist and David Gang Foist. Look at you, fool. No. You don't have to, bro. The way you took it off, I thought you were ready for war, dog. This motherfucker took it. I was like, I'm ready, fool. Let me see. Talking to the mic so I can hear you real quick, though. Let me see. Boom, boom.
Bleep, bleep, blop.
You're good. Look at you guys. Nice. And we got BJ here, so with his whack ass hair. He decided to come back for a little bit longer. Hey, real talk. Went to middle school with you. I remember the name España when I was younger in middle school. You came to the brewery. We looked everywhere. We're like, hey, when we build the brewery out, 3 Punk, we want to make sure that we have something that just banging. It's got to be like our calling card. It's got to be where people come in and want to shoot a picture, and they're like, wow, wow, woo, woo. You fucking nailed that. Before we get to that endeavor, tell us a little bit about yourselves. How did you get started in this game? How did you meet each other? all of the good shit.
Which game? Like the art game, or like life, or
Well, yes, the art game.
art game?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I also wanted to point out that remember the first time I saw you after like middle school, I guess, or high school. 'Cause I saw you on that football field, but that's
Go
another
ahead.
story.
Oh,
Whoa.
We can
Rolling doobies.
We can,
oh, España.
I played the soccer. I
No,
played
you played-
football.
You played football.
I watched from the sidelines.
didn't play football?
No, I wore a hat.
Sure, I
España played football.
You played football. I remember that was one of the things you did for
That's
sure.
probably why you remember me. But I think that's the only reason why people remember me. In high school.
Your art says otherwise.
Well, I didn't start painting until I was like 32.
En serio?
En serio.
That's not a common tale.
Well, it's a long tale. Well, that's what we're here
Let's
for.
get it.
Let's get into it. Okay. So I went to college. It took me like 10 years to finish college because,
You took the Mexican route.
well, I took the single mom route,
Oh.
the single Mexican mom route. And I was just like so busy with child work and all that. She's 24 now, so she's
You have a
she's
24-year-old.
gonna be 25. Yo.
You have a quarter-century-old
Quarter century,
daughter.
That's what's up.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
But she's, and she's super independent, and so
At 25 for a Mexican, that's very hard to believe.
yeah.
But well done. Well done on her.
Thank you. So yeah, got through school, and it wasn't until the end I had this one painting class, and they don't teach you how to paint. They were just like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh my god.
Ooh wee.
Some shit just went down. Oh shit. You're about to see right now.
OMG.
That was amazing.
Ay, Dios mío.
Amazing. So I just took that class, and I found out that I like to paint.
You took one class, one art class, and that pretty much.
Well, it was the professor in the art class.
Okay.
Because like they don't teach you how to paint. They're just like take this, and this, and make it happen. They
Uh-huh.
don't actually teach you. So I just started going, and it was one of the things like I felt like I had done it before. But I
Wow.
had never really done it.
When in
before.
reality you hadn't.
I hadn't.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Past life maybe.
many past lives. We can get into that too. But anyways, I just started painting, and then I just couldn't really stop after that.
It became an addiction.
It just I think it was just like purpose that you find. Like I think we all have some kind of purpose in life, and I think the things that we're the most passionate about, those are our purposes. But it took me a long time to find that because I was so focused on raising this child and paying the bills and trying to get that degree. And I always kind of was curious about it, but I kept putting it off because I don't know why. Something just kept telling me like, not
It's
now,
not time.
not
It's
right
not
now.
time.
And if I had started, I would have been the most frustrated artist like on the planet because I wouldn't have been able to do it. So
Yeah, imagine having a passion that you discover and you don't have time to actually,
do it, yeah.
do it.
So then that's that. And then that was that. The rest is history.
Nice. David Foysh, yeah, similar story, or what is your artistic tale?
He's got a cool story.
Well, I feel like I was just born into it, man. I just always been really intrigued by just art and just naturally just follow that shit. I had a great grandma in Sweden, really dope. She actually was like my mom for a long ass time. She'd always provide me like markers and shit, paper and pencils and everything I needed, and she would just always encourage me to do shit. And I would just she'd be old as fucking.
What'd your grandma do? Why you gotta throw her under the bus like that, man? There's no need for that, bro.
When you're kicking in your
My grandma did a lot for me.
No,
Fuck, she
but-
old, bro.
Old as fuck.
Old as fuck.
when you're kicking in your great grandma's house, all you hear is a fucking clock ticking, tick, tick,
Mm.
tick. So you're just like, fucking, what I gotta do? You know, it gets a little boring. So like, I was just that was my
Sweden,
shit,
bro.
dude.
In
like,
Sweden.
yeah. So I was just,
Tell them how you got here, like your whole like.
oh my whole fucking.
How'd you get
journey
to How did you get San Diego? Because I know you went from Chula Vista.
Well, so my grandfather fucking skipped my mom when she was 6 and took off to the United States chasing that American dream, right? My mom grows up, she hits around 19, and then in like the 80s, and in the 70s actually, you can come from Europe and become a U.S. citizen with like next to no paperwork. So my mom was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go to the U.S."
Damn, when
She
you're
was
from
married to
Europe,
my
it's
pop.
awesome then, apparently.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. So we came in, we got, it came through, and it didn't work out. We moved back to Sweden, and then they split, and then Mom's was like, "Nah, I don't want my kids to grow up without her dad." So she came over here trying to hook up with Pops again when I was like 5 or 6. Comes here, didn't work out. He's moved on, met somebody new, and my mom barely speaks English still to this day.
She's
so
so fun to talk to.
Yeah?
She's so fun to talk to.
So, you know, what does she do? Mop floors, bartends, does all this crazy shit.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. So I grew up in the hood, man. I grew up in Barrio Logan, Shelltown, a little bit in National City, and I went to Encanto for probably like 2 years.
Damn, you hit all the hoods, fool.
Basically, yeah. So that's how I grew up, man. And I think that's where I got turned on to the grit and my passion for graffiti, and that kind of evolved. And then when I would get in trouble, when I was like in my late teens, moms would be like, I'd be in graffiti crews and shit, and then like mid '90s, those graffiti crews were like, it started like turning into gangs and shit. Motherfuckers were set tripping over like graffiti shit, you know. And I got caught up in some shit a couple of times. So moms would just be like, you know, fools putting guns in my faces. Like I'd be at a spot with moms and like fools would run up on me. Like fuck, I was at the fucking Adams Avenue Street Fair. I was from this group called SEK, Southeast Kings, and I'm in East San Diego chilling, and somebody recognized me and they ran up on me right there when I was with my mom and her friend and everything, trying to fucking snatch my ass up. Moms, seriously, I'm not bullshitting. 2 days later, there's a one-way ticket to my grandma in Sweden.
You're saying your back ass to Orbro, fool.
And then she gave me $200 to go to Fat Mart and get some clothes because it was like fucking winter. She's like, get your fucking, I was like, fuck, I got my Dickies jacket, big ass socks. So I was like, out of here. And but the thing is, I ended up.
So wait, graffiti crews were known for this kind of like activity?
It started turning into tag banging.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, tag
it was like
banging.
rivalry shit. Like, you know, so I'm over here and I'm from Southeast San Diego, and we lived in East San Diego for a couple of years, right? And people started picking up on me, and then they were just like literally to come knock on my door with a bunch of dudes. Like, what are you gonna do, fool? You know, knock on my door with my mom's house? Like, you think I'm gonna open it up? What do you think is gonna happen when I open up? You know,
You
I'm
stand
gonna be
out,
ready.
man. You stand out because you probably rolled with a bunch of Mexicans when back in the day. You don't look Mexican.
Well, I have a half black brother. I mean, I grew up in Southeast, so you know, my little brother's dad is black. Their family's black. I mean, my personal story is fucking all over the place.
That's what we hear, though. That's why we're here.
But anyways,
Diversity is what I hear.
but my drive and my art, it's graffiti based, but it's also grime. And now as I'm maturing and getting older, like my personal work, I haven't really showed too much of it. Is really reflecting on that grime, that grit. Like I love when I'm in LA and like I'm in like the most grimiest, shittiest fucking places, and I'm like, I get inspired. She is quite the opposite. She's like, nah, like yeah, I want to. But I'm like, no, I love this shit.
I want to be in Paris on the Eiffel Tower.
No. Tampoco.
Tampoco.
All cheesy and shit. I know it's Valentine's Day, but come on.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day.
Get a little more creative.
Oh.
No, so I'll take pictures, and I'm always like, you know.
I'd be helping you though. Take illegal shit off the walls. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. Because I like poster
Like we gotta
kills
steal that
and-
sign. Okay, I got
Yeah,
the
like,
lookout in the
I
car.
love that shit. Yeah.
Because graffiti is, I mean, it's art. It's art.
Yeah, it is.
Any way you want to. I mean, obviously, it's a little bit more, you know, gritty. It's come with its own set of headaches and its own like pitfalls. But graffiti is where you kicked it all off. Then
I love like his new like glitchy characters
Mm.
right there, and the other one up there.
El Raton, is that still for sale, fool?
El
Nah.
Ratón Mafufo?
El
Wow,
Raton,
that's
fool.
dope.
That one is dope.
He kind of broke some pieces off of that one.
Look at that. Look at you. You bang tribal hard too. That was at the tribal, the Legacy show.
I took that picture. It was,
Yeah.
it was a dude. Oh yeah.
So
the,
that one, I'm kind of like mixing in some of the grime elements, but I like when things are balanced. Because if it's all grimy, then it gets boring. You need like, you know, to create something dope. I feel like if you look at something, you want to be changing your focal points or like keep it interesting. You know what I mean? Not just fucking the same old shit like over and over again. Like.
So how did you navigate through this whole earlier life of being in a tag banging and getting fools running up on you and coming to your door and enticing you to come outside and handle shit?
Just imagine living in like the Shelltown area, especially 43rd Street, and being like basically the only white boy over there. And I was like fucking 10 years old. After school, dude, I used this posse of black dudes that always find a way, and they love beating me up. Like they beat me up a few times, and it was like, oh, there's that fool again. Let's get him again. Yeah. So instead of so I had my sister with me at the time. Like we'd go, instead of taking shortcuts, we used to take long cuts. We used to fucking go all the way around, skip the park, take these long ass ways to fucking get home so I can not get fucking. But sometimes we get caught slipping. There's been times where I've seen my sister get beat up, and I'm like helpless. I can't do shit, and she's getting stomped out, and I'm like, this is like the worst fucking feeling. Like I don't know, man. I'm almost getting emotional about it, but
Well, that's horrible. That's your family, and you're in a
Yeah.
position where you can't fight to defend her because you're outnumbered. You're a little guy, probably at that time.
So for a long time, I wasn't putting up. I wasn't like sticking up for myself because I was living under fear, and it got to a point, man. I remember over here in National City on Christmas, this big ass semi truck used to pull up. I don't know, it's off of Highland somewhere, and they used to give out free Santa Claus and shit. He used to give it all this free shit, and I scored a BMX.
Go ahead. We'll see you on Sunday on our bike rides. Go ahead.
I was like, fuck yeah. I was a sick ass fool with my BMX, right? I was cruising around and I got fucking beat up and that motherfucker got jacked. That was the time I stood up.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Like
That was-
every week.
No, but that was the time I stood up for myself, man. I like they cornered me and I fucking socked that fool up. The main guy, the big guy, you know, we're like 12-year-olds. You know, it's usually the big fucking asshole in the front, and then with a bunch of dudes behind him, I fucking lumped that fool, dropped his ass, and I was like, oh shit, these fools are gonna get me. And I fucking dashed. And I remember I hid under a fucking car. They were looking for me and shit. And I was like, fuck yeah. Like, it felt so good. I was like, it felt so good.
Pull up
man.
like
I was
this. I'm like, yeah.
no, it felt so good, man. And like from there on, my balls just got bigger.
Yeah,
I didn't put up anybody's shit. Like, and so this is 12, and then when I got into graffiti shit, I was like, I think I was aggressive. Like I would talk shit. If I see somebody from a graffiti crew, like,
Why are you pointing at Casas, fool? That guy is harmless. Don't be funny.
But like, you know, it got me in trouble, and it was like life threatening at some points. And you know, moms would always ship me over to Sweden, and I would
For real? So that was the safety outlet.
Yeah, but
Home
I
base
would
was
do
like,
this-
go back to Sweden.
I would
So
do
you're
the
like
same.
the Fresh Prince.
But I would do the same shit over there, but just it wasn't all this violence.
Yeah, what's the scene over there like?
We were bombing trains and fucking
Wow.
doing pieces, and I started getting commissioned doing murals, like even at 15. So we're getting paid bank. Me and my homeboy Tony, in Sweden. And we were balling, man. Like I remember I had this little satchel with the fucking CD player with 3 fucking
ahead.
CDs in it with the dope headphones. 15.
All you need is 3.
Dude, we're talking like early 90s, and I was like, hey,
CD
sick.
Walkman.
Side note. So when we got married, so we're coming up on 5 years now.
You guys are married?
Mucho te quiero decir.
We're not there to the story yet. We're not there.
Yeah. So we mob over to Sweden, and we go to his hometown. It's called Örebro. It's like this tiny, cute story. It's like it's storybook town. It has like castle.
Side note to your side note.
Okay.
Örebro is the hometown of my favorite punk rock band of all time.
way.
Yeah, Millencolin, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a sick ass bar there.
Go
where,
ahead.
Like there's a big ass Millencolin mural in there, and they kick it there from time to time, and you see him walking down the street.
Eric Olson, he does
Yeah.
all their artwork. Oh man, stop it, man! You're taking me back to the early 2000s.
Sounds like it's time for a field trip.
Man, so you're huge. You guys are huge out in fucking Örebro then.
Well, let me tell you how huge. So we go.
How huge is he?
So we get there.
Oh no.
We get there, and he's like, hey.
Depends on the day.
He calls.
It's cold in Örebro.
It's very cold out there.
Very cold. So we're out there, and he calls up his friends he hasn't seen in like how many years? It'd been like 8 years or something, and friends that know him but more like admire him. But I didn't know that, so I roll up, and there's all these dudes like huddled around him. And they're like, they got like physical pictures of his old graffiti from on trains. They're like, can you sign this? I'm like, what the fuck is this guy?
Wow.
Like,
Damn it.
they're like, you changed the art scene out here. You don't even know.
Look at you.
Like, it changed the way I saw graffiti. And I was
I like how you're looking up. You're not even looking at anybody. You're just over here like, that's right,
I
that's
was
right,
like,
that's right,
what?
that's right, that's right.
So-
¿Quién es este pinche güey?
That's
So
my
what
guy.
it sounds like is like they didn't know like you brought like the scene here there is kind of
That's basically what
it-
happened.
Wow.
That's how they tell the story.
Yes. Go
So
ahead.
I'm there, and then like I start seeing fucking magazines with his artwork. I'm like, you were like in El Decor, and then like Justin Bieber has a painting of his.
What?
And there's a
The
picture.
fuck?
There's a picture of like Justin Bieber like cruising his house, and like you zoom in, and it's one of his paintings in the back.
Wow.
I'm like, it's
Damn, I got
really-
something in common with Justin Bieber's dog.
Okay.
What's
You
up,
guys have
Pedro?
your
What's
opinion? Yeah.
up? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say something where you're talking about bringing the culture over there.
Yeah.
And it was really natural and pure and organic. So, mom sends me over when I was 12. Like I think that was the first time. Not over like any kind of mischievous shit, but just fucking. My mom has never been a participant really in my life. Just kind of like a very selfish, just doing her thing. You know what I mean? So it'd be like, I need a break from my kids. Fucking go live with your grandma in Sweden. All right. So I remember just fucking mob growing up in the hood, like I loved Too Short. I love NWA, Eazy-E, and I'm bumping. Man, my first record, I used to walk. What's that? Is that 8th Street and Highland at the corner before you go down there to dip to fucking Price Breakers and all that shit? At the corner right there, there used to be a record shop. And I went in there. I remember I saved up my money. Like I was doing yard work and shit just to buy Eric B. and Rakim on vinyl.
Head full. Oh my
and
God.
I would go home and just I would listen to it relentlessly. I know all the fucking lyrics of every song.
Go ahead.
I fucking love that
Drop
shit.
your favorite fucking block.
Drop all the lyrics.
Come on. Let me hear that first bar.
I mean...
It was coming.
There was a little moment I was about to.
There's safety in joining a crew then. There's safety, well, at least when you were over here and joining a graffiti crew, because it sounds that shit could have gone a little hairy if it's just you doing your thing and people pressing on you.
I mean, I didn't see it that way. I was just excited. Like, I was more like this kind of somewhat of a reserve dude. Like, the guy knows how to fucking piece and do characters. Like, but I was still involved in all the bombing and shit. Like, we used to fuck up Commercial Avenue all throughout Logan. It was in Imperial. All those neighborhoods were super fucking dangerous, like in the mid-'90s, early 90s. Like, so it was even just a challenge to fucking be out there doing that shit. People know, if you talk about it now, there's only, the old school cats get it. If you bomb on Commercial now, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
But back then, you roll the trolley, you'd be like, because you know how sketchy it was. Like, the gangbanging was really fucking crazy. You get caught slipping with some cholos over there, man, it's a wrap, dude. Like, fuck. they're not gonna stop running. You're like, fuck, you jump in the backyard and get faced with the pit bull and shit. Oh, fuck, here we go again. Like,
Look at this fucking guy, man.
I have a question. This is like this is gonna
I used to
be
get buttered when they didn't have
question.
guacamole in my burritos. Well, this motherfucker over here running for his life.
Obviously, there's graffiti crews and everybody's tagging and, doing their thing and, you guys are beefing sometimes. But what about like when like cholos would tag random tags? Does that ever like affect anything or no?
Well, as a graffiti writer, we always respected the cholo shit. We didn't want to, because we knew if we like stepped over those boundaries,
Unnecessary
like,
beef.
You get fucked, dude. Like we're not talking about getting stomped out. You're talking about getting fucking stabbed the fuck up, or like I mean, one of our kicking it spots. So SEK Southeast Kings. Some of those guys were from Logan. Like shout out to OG fucking Spider from Trenta. Like he was part of our fucking crew. Like a lot of those fuckers were. And,
Damn, you took a deep breath before you did that. You're like, fuck, I better.
You're
like, fuck, I better say something.
No, so and those guys from AEK, like AEK, SEK, that's the difference. Just a fucking letter. But they were from East San Diego. They would fucking cruise on over, and they knew where we were kicking it at, and they would shoot at us, fucking try to
So
get
casual.
fucking-
They would shoot at us.
But
Well, it was
we
the
run on the
90s,
street,
right?
clap back too. Like I can't really.
Damn.
I'm not gonna incriminate myself, but shit
It's all
got
right.
funky,
It's
man,
a long time. It's a long time. You went to Sweden. I feel like when you go across international borders, all shit, it's control alt delete. It all resets. You're good.
Statute of limitations.
That's the
So
word.
when you went there,
mom was
they-
like, out of here.
it was like a new thing for them, and that's really dope.
Why
right?
come back then? You blew up. You went back to Orebro. Obviously, you had your fans. You had the support. You had everything, the clout. Why not stay there longer and build a career and just, I guess, post up there?
He did.
Yeah?
But that back then it wasn't like I had fans like clout. Like it was just I was just doing me, and that was we're talking about like my teens and shit. But so I came back, and I was like 18, finished up high school here, and then when I graduated, I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like I was tired of San Diego and the thought of Europe, not just Sweden. I was like, fuck, So I was working at a print shop, saved up some money, bought me a one-way ticket. We moved back to Sweden, and when I was there, I realized in Sweden it's a socialist country. They pay for college, all this shit, right? And I was like, oh shit, I can get into school. So went to fucking art school for 2 years and just explored Europe, went all over the fucking place.
That looks beautiful out there. Those pictures of Stockholm, that looks
Stockholm and Örebro.
So I got an insight. Like I got to see some real art, not just graffiti shit, and that inspired me. So that's where I'm at today, basically. Yeah.
You are a world-inspired artist. You've drawn from all different styles of life, man, and they're all life experiences.
I think the mesh of like where he's from and where he grew up here makes such a unique perspective for his artwork. Like you see it's super grimy, but then there's like I think there's a level of elegance in the balance that he brings. And I really he's like one of the only people that I trust, like, yeah, like he's always trying to like give me little pointers, and I'm
When
like,
she's
oh.
Mexican, she's like, like.
I mean, mira, güey. All right, I get it. You have like more experience, pero no me vengas, güey, con estas pendejadas. Like I'm like, and he already knows. He's like, okay, I'm just trying to help.
I'll translate. Fuck around and find out.
I already know. Like, but I take chances. I'm like, fuck.
He'll say something and he'll leave.
Yeah, I'll be like, ooh, I wasn't gonna say this, but and then I'm like,
that's how it starts, and I'm already like, oh,
I'm ready.
bring it.
At what point did you realize, you know what? I can fucking make a career. I can make a living and build on what I have.
In art school, at the end of our 2 years, we had a group show, and like at that school, like I'm hardcore hip hop, man. I fucking love hip hop, so I was that guy. But everybody in my art school, they're very pretentious. You know what I mean? Like they would dress in black and be all fucking emo. and shit,
Shay,
you
watch
know,
your mouth.
and like play that
Yeah,
role.
what's wrong with that?
And like,
would be an emo.
no, and they would have their own like little parties and shit. They wouldn't invite
Everybody
me.
was
They were
crying and
drinking
shit.
red wine and candles and shit everywhere, and like
Sacrificing motherfuckers.
fuck, dude. Like, all right, so I felt like an outsider, but I just kept on doing my thing. So at the end of the group show, at the end of the 2 years, I just did a piece that was all me, and I didn't even go to that art show because I was like, I didn't want to fucking hang out with them. But at the show was over, I showed up to pick up my piece, and the chick, one of my biggest haters at the school, gives me this fucking list of like fucking 5 people that are interested in my piece. I was like, oh shit, but she was like hesitant, like, and like I was the only one that really sold some shit there, and I put a big ass amount on it. I put like a stupid ass number, like $100K on it.
Go ahead.
Just to be stupid. Because I was like, nobody's gonna buy this shit. Like, fuck this school. I'm ready to move on. But somebody fucking bought that motherfucker, dude. And
Somebody
I was like,
bought it at $100K?
Not $100K.
Oh,
no. We negotiated, but it was a dope ass price. And I was like, damn, this is like a fucking. It was like oh shit, dude. Like, they like my shit.
I have a question real quick about your art. You went to art school for a couple of years, but you were already doing art for many years before that, right? So how much did you learn, and did it make you better, those 2 years of going to art school?
I would say what it taught me is just to look at art, open my eyes to what art is. It's more than just because I was that guy that would just be technically fucking ill, you know, just like draw a lot of portraits or just because come from San Diego, we have a high ass standard. We're competing with LA, Frisco, and like our graffiti scene, you know, it's like, you know, your Zodaks, your Dices, and everybody, right? Well, the
Heavy
standard
hitters.
is up there, you know what I mean? So growing up around that, whatever art I was doing, I was like, fucking like, so what art school taught me is to loosen up. Like, hey, you can't draw. Nothing can be figurative. You have 1 week to do this. And I would just, okay, I would be shook and like, But it kind of, you know, that's what I'd say I get out of art school is like, it made me really realize that art is sculpture. Like, I love abstract art. That's the route I'm going with.
Okay.
Right now, yeah. I'm not really going to do all this figurative shit.
Well, you are an artist. Like when I hear other people say they're artists and shit, like they have a hard time describing exactly what it is. But like when I see you or when I've talked to you or when we chopped it up about doing pieces at the brewery, it's like, fuck, this guy is like, there's no fucking around. This guy is an artist. This is what he does. You know what I mean? That's next level shit.
On that note,
Go ahead.
We did bring you something.
Oh, shit.
And this is
Wait, it says Emo Brown on the back. Oh, and a signature. I don't need to see anything else. Oh, right.
So that print was a limited. Bob from Tribal printed those.
He
It's a
had those
limited
made
50
for him.
series.
That face.
No, it's for a photo later.
He has the Bob has the original.
Look at that thing. Thank you very much, guys. Wow,
And
con
then
safos on
I
the
brought you
cheek.
this one.
Oh
So
my
obviously
That was the
my
one
art-
you guys collaborated on, right?
we collaborated on, like, he did like the back of it, and it's a whole chemical process of how we made it look.
Drugs?
Probably.
Chemicals?
Químicas.
Dude, I be making my own
man.
chemicals and shit.
Yeah.
What's it
Take it
like
easy.
collaborating with each other? Like, you guys obviously are very close. So, like, do you ever argue about, like, I don't like that. I don't like this.
Yeah, all day we argue.
Jesus Christ, man. Look at me all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like he's got his ideas, I have my ideas, and we have very different approaches too. Like, he's very methodical. He's a plan. He'll plan for days, and I'm more of like, this feels like I should do this. I just go in like raw, like and it just kind of develops as I go. That's just how I do it. And he's very like, he's a planner. He's in Photoshop. It's gotta look exactly how it's gonna look. You know, like super like.
But
And
that's just further proof of that. Art is art. It's a whole different bellow.
Yeah.
It's whatever you want to bring it.
Yeah,
You know?
As long as the result is something that you're proud of, who cares? Like, what your approach was. As long as you were getting it, as long as you felt good when you were doing it. We do a lot of commission work where you don't want to totally do it, but you have to do it for the money. But there's got to be some kind of level of compromise too with the client. Like you're doing what they want, but you also want to be
Add a little bit of that personality and what you bring to the table.
or else I'm not gonna do it.
No, pues no.
La gente me pide unas cosas. Oh my god.
For real?
I get requests. You know, people. You can't be mad at people for asking, but everyone wants a portrait of their dog. You know, everybody wants a portrait of their baby. I get it. These are valuable things to you, but
Hair, if you're fucking BJ.
I mean,
valuable.
some people-
Whatever's left.
Some people want a good hairline on that portrait.
Poor, yeah, hey, do a picture of me, but like, give me hair where I don't have it.
If
like,
you give me from the left side, we look good. Give me from the right side.
Oh, fuck.
All the complimentary angles.
Oh, shit.
We get requests all the time. Some guy just asked me, he's like, hey, do you like, I'm gonna get married and can you live paint my wedding at my
Inga
wedding?
su
You
madre.
know, mames, güey. Like, or like they were
I didn't
like,
even know those were options. I didn't know think those were things that people asked for.
People are like, can you paint my pet? I'm like, unless your pet's like a shark, I'm probably not gonna happen.
How tight would that be if their pet was a shark, though?
Then I'd be like, I'm coming over.
I'm in.
I'm coming over. Yeah. Then it'd be fucking over. Yeah.
Initially, obviously, he was mentioning about being at your art school and the end of your project, and you put an outlandish price tag on one of your pieces. At what stage in your career do you really like take a step back and know how much to put, like a price tag of value, monetary value on your work? I feel like that would be, aside from the actual art process, like that would be a very difficult thing to like do.
Well, I think there's like a couple of steps that have helped me. Like, at first you're like, whatever, you're like $50. But I waited before I priced all my things. Like, I waited. I was trying to get technically better and stuff. But going to shows and see where other people are pricing it also helps. It's one way it helps you. And then, damn, like that.
What happened?
It's them streets calling.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, hey, man, you're saying too much, bro. You're saying too much. We'll catch you on metichamonday.com. You're saying too much.
And also, like, thinking, like, you're not charging for the time. You're charging for the skill set.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people are like, yeah, everybody asks me, how many hours did you spend on that? I'm
Doesn't
like,
matter.
They're like, how long did it take you to make that? I'm like, about 10 years.
20 years.
That's how long it took me to get to a point that I can do this now.
You're like, I can do this now in 30 minutes.
I know, but
it
they're like-
took me 20 years to get to the point where I can do it in 30 minutes.
And then I always break things down to people in a more relevant way. Like, people are like, why do you charge so much for that art? And I'm like, you know, when you go to the doctor, you go to the cardiologist, and they're going to tell you in 5 minutes what's wrong with you. How much do you pay them? You know what? Because they're specialists, and it took them, 20 years to get there? But you're going to pay for that knowledge. You're going to pay for that skill set. The same thing with art. When people are like, can you...
I don't know who's. Oh, okay.
You get
all right.
what you pay
all
for.
right, okay.
You get what you
it.
pay
Ooh.
for.
Okay.
Hey, say wait.
So that's my approach to, like, pricing stuff. And it's never the time. It's more like how I feel about the piece and what I feel it means to me, or size comes into, like, the size of the piece too. And like murals, that's a whole another gig, murals.
Murals are. They've always been a thing. Murals have always been around, but I feel like now more than ever they are under the spotlight, put on a pedestal, put on a platform. There seems to be a lot more of that going on, at least in the
Yes.
South Bay.
Well, it's a fun fact about murals. It actually started in Mexico.
Go ahead.
Historically, I'm not really sure who made the first murals, but like the whole movement with like Diego Rivera, he was doing the first murals. But even if you go even further back in history, there was people in Mexico doing murals. But a lot of the art from murals to like before the Mexican Revolution, a lot of people were illiterate. So there was murals and art in newspapers to communicate to the illiterate public.
Telling a story without actually having to read the story.
And like people could understand pictures, they couldn't read. And it was like a way of communicating to the public. And they actually started in Mexico from what I gathered.
That's what we do on the podcast. For a lot of people who are ignorant, we take the information and we put it out there. And then once upon a Pablo Cacahuates will come in and sit down. And it's like, he'll be able to, narrate, you know what? Now I know what that means. I never knew what that means.
We call that educate and empower.
Go ahead.
Also, I feel like San Diego has, obviously there's tons of murals, but I feel like it's still so much more to be painted
you
in
have
the
no
city.
idea.
It's like San Francisco's all covered, Oakland, everything, but like I know San Diego has so much potential and more art to come, right?
San Diego's particularly conservative, and it's hard to get into. Like a lot of the murals that I've done are all indoors, basically, because it's restaurants commissioning me. People want me to paint murals in their houses or stuff like that. But like to get a wall. Hey, let me get that bank wall right there. That's a
Yeah.
sweet spot. Then they won't have
I
it.
don't think people realize that
Yeah.
about San Diego, about Chula Vista, about a majority of the hoods in San Diego is that we live in a fucking conservative city, you know?
Very
And I just think
conservative.
recently that there seems to be a little bit of an overturn of what it is. Because, I mean, if you look around, the diversity in San Diego is second to none, man. We got a little bit of everything. We got motherfuckers from Sweden hanging out, you know? It's crazy. But in reality, when you take a look back, it's conservative. Conservative.
No,
Sorry.
Go ahead,
go ahead.
go ahead.
So I've been in LA for like the last 5 days working on a mural, and I fuck it. Like, it's beautiful there. You cruise around, because I have to work at night, so during the day, I'm like, what the fuck? What are my thumbs? What am I gonna do? Like, driving around.
Falling off ladders.
Yeah. Sick ass.
I got a video.
Go ahead. Drop that shit to Casas.
Beautiful neighborhoods, and I'm like, but then you mingle with people, and they're just like, it's so dense, man. The attitudes and all that shit. So long story short, I love it when I'm heading back to go home, like after 2 days up there. And as soon as I'm crossing Oceanside, I'm like in San Diego. I'm like, hell yeah, my peoples.
You take off your shirt,
see
San
those
Diego on your
little
back.
boobs, you see the boobs.
and I hit downtown. I'm like, hell yeah. It's just a whole nother vibe, you know?
Because that's all we know. That's all we know.
I fucking roll up in a parking lot over there to Whole Foods to get some shit to eat, and like everybody's honking and all uptight and shit, even in line, like fucking.
San Diego's chill.
Yeah, hell yeah.
San
Like
Diego is
I
chill.
think we take it for granted. I mean, and that's what I love about traveling and shit and being around other people. Like, dude, SD's a gem. I think it's amazing.
Forever home?
Yeah, forever.
Probably.
All right, nice.
Probably.
Or Sweden.
Yeah.
Back
Sweden.
and forth. Yeah.
Do you do a lot of back and forth right now?
We were there like 2
Because you
years
guys have said 5 years been married? Felicidades.
Gracias.
Felicidades.
Yes, the
That's
Valentine's
awesome.
episode.
Nice. We're celebrating love today. We're celebrating
That's
love.
right. That's
What's
right.
up? Always. Amor de mi vida, te quiero un chingo, al rato llego.
Well, art's actually what brought us together.
Go ahead.
That's how we met.
Who's this motherfucker named Art? Go
Yeah, how
ahead.
did you guys meet?
wow.
Tell us the story.
Who's this
Hey,
motherfucker?
tell us
Arturo?
What,
Crew rolled up on his crew. It was like Romeo and Juliet story.
what
I
had
wanna hear it.
happened?
What had happened was.
What had happened was that I saw. I want to backtrack, but not go too long. The first time I met him, before I met him, I had seen him because
Creeping. It's what it's called online. Creeping.
someone else was creeping. I
Lurking.
won't say. But this is like about 10, 11 years ago.
Damn, voice just looked uncomfortable as fuck right now.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna say any names. So he was there, but it was like I saw him in passing. I didn't think anything of it. Someone else was just trying to holler or whatever. But then I saw a piece there. It was this chimp. It was on an art show at remember the Spot back in the day.
Yeah.
The Spot it was popping, and that's actually where I did some of my first art shows at the Spot. And shout out to Chris and Sonia,
Eric and Milo.
and Milo and all
Milo,
those guys. Yeah, so I was.
Look at Casas. Casas, put the camera on you a little bit. Go ahead, look at-
Show us that
look at-
smile.
Hi, I created the
Look at
spot
that
before.
dude.
Like, I was the
No,
spot.
yeah,
He was there though. He was there.
That's
Yeah.
where I met Eric.
So you're
yeah.
saying you-
Dude,
Where do you
Casas,
guys-
whether he likes to admit it or not, or he's not about it, that motherfucker has been involved with everything
All the
down there.
shit,
You know,
right?
yeah, everything that's cool in San Diego. Casas discovered the Killers. I think he put out Chalino Sanchez's first fucking EP, bro. Like Casas just don't fuck around. Look at him. Boom. He discovered Sexy Lexi. He put the bro.
That's amazing. So I saw this chimp and it stood out. It was sick as fuck. I hadn't seen anything like that ever in my life or in the scene here in San Diego. I was like, who the fuck is Gain? Like, because they just said Gain. And I was like, who's this guy? And then nobody knew. And I was like, damn, I want that chimp. But obviously I couldn't afford it. So then fast forward like a couple years later, someone's been hitting me up on Facebook and been like, hey, I really like your art. Some David Foyt. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Who knows who this guy is? And I was like, oh, thank you. But I didn't know. There was no connection because he's so obscure online. I don't know if you guys know. He doesn't post anything. So there was another show at
Smart man.
Thumbprint Gallery 2 was opening. And my piece was next to Gain's piece, was actually that piece. And I was like, oh my God, I get to be next to
I'm gonna
Gain.
see who this motherfucker is.
But I was like, is it a chick? Is it a dude? I don't care. I got
Non-binary? What does he identify as? What are his pronouns?
Dude, I didn't care. I wanted to meet this artist. And I'm sitting around and like no one knows who he is. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I just feel someone, you know when you feel someone's looking at you?
Always.
From like behind?
Oh.
And I was like,
All kinds of behind.
all kinds of, you know.
Like
what I'm saying?
Steve at Costco
Tu
kind of
sabes,
behind.
baby. Tu sabes.
And I turn around and it's this fool with a beard looking at me like sideways like this. And I remember I turned around and I was like, the fuck? And then he just like walked up to me and we started chatting. And it was one of those weird, it's gonna sound really cheesy, but this is entirely true. I remember like we were talking and I just, like I was looking at him. I'm like, I feel like I know you. Like I've known you. And we just hit it off. We started drinking. And then he told me, he's like, you have a piece here? I'm like, yeah, that's my piece. Oh no, he said, I like your piece. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, do you have a piece? Just make a conversation. He's like, that's my piece. I'm like, oh my God. You're getting what? And I like stand up for like a minute. I was like, keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together.
So the night ends and I get a DUI.
No way.
No. Before
Why
you
would you
get a
do that to
DUI, before you get a DUI, someone else was at the party that was kind of, I don't want to say cock blocking, but like trying to like hang out. And I was like not trying to hang out with them. I was trying to hang out with him. And he just kind of took that as like, oh, she must be with someone else. And just ghosted me.
Started drinking.
Oh, no.
Like,
Power move.
He was like, all right. He's like, it was really nice meeting you. I was like, no, don't go. Oh. And then he just like started like, I was like, what the fuck?
Man, I don't like drama. So if I see a little sign, I'm
Go ahead, bro. Look
Yeah,
at you.
I was like,
Drink it to the drama.
You mentioned something though that everybody was like, "Who's gay? Who's gay?" Nobody know who gay is.
Yeah.
Was that deliberate? Was that you being
That's a
incognito?
graffiti artist thing.
Always incognito. This
Yeah. All right. Look at you, and you don't even look.
Hey,
Look at.
you might be right.
I like when we're talking about him.
I
He doesn't
am.
even look at it. He's just like,
No, but I'm not into art for like fucking looking cool and boasting and getting a limelight. Like that's what I was like very about coming here because I don't like to be all like Mr. Cool Guy and shit.
ladies and gentlemen, the coolest guy I know, David Gain, voice, Aura Brew, all of the crews. Look at him now, bro.
You're making me blush.
Your Swedish colors coming out, boy.
Did you ever get your art piece that you wanted from him?
No,
Oh, shit.
dude.
Gasa's got some shit to
Where'd it
say.
go?
He sold it. He
She
sold
got a
it.
different piece.
Let me interrupt.
Yes.
Actually, David got España something for Valentine's Day. Hey, little something here.
Oh,
Here we go.
shit, bro.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, no.
Little surprise.
Oh man.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
do you twerk?
Oh.
Oh man.
No, man, point that thing over there, Holmes.
He's up like that.
Hell yeah.
And, here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
This is
hell
from
yeah.
David from.
Fuck yeah. Chale way.
All right, so this is from David to España. Here we go. A little Valentine's Day special.
Oh, look at you.
Here we go.
Skål.
Skål, helvete.
För i helvete.
Sitting here flossing, peeping your stilo. Just once, if I have a chance, the things I would do to you. You and your body, every single portion.
All of it.
Send chills up and down my spine.
Oh man, you're a fucking.
Juices flowing down your thighs.
Oh.
If we're gonna get nasty, baby.
Yeah, making me blush right
First, we'll show and tell.
Let's go.
now. Let's do this.
You should have put them lyrics in
I get
Spanish,
it,
fool. What the fuck?
Let's go.
Wow.
Nobody ever said I was a lyricist.
Dude, man, that's. Look.
Hey, don't get too excited.
I'll pop back and drop that.
Damn, fool. Look at all that.
Yeah.
Whoa. That costs money.
I believe it.
Tell us about yourself, brother.
Man.
Tell us what you do, man. What's going on?
My name is Miguel Estrada. Born and raised in Southeast San Diego in Canto.
All right, all
You
right.
know?
Yeah.
But finished out here in the South Bay. Went to Montgomery, whatnot.
Aztec.
You know it.
What year did you graduate?
02.
All right, relax.
Hey.
Technically, you know that, the
2002.
So you do this on Valentine's Day. This is your time to shine, right?
I've been
is
running
your-
this for like, shit, now like 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, it started like when I came back fresh from Hawaii, and I needed to make rent because I didn't have enough.
So the first thing you thought it was taking your clothes off. I need to make rent. Let me go sing to people.
No, like I was just like, well, fuck. How can I make rent? Like, how can I make money without investing no money into it?
Prostitution.
I love
there
that.
you go.
The niches are in the
I was
riches.
like, fuck it. So I was like,
The
all
riches
right.
are in the niches.
I was like, hey, I look at a little cherub and a little chubby. At the time, I had a blonde mohawk and I wore it down.
Eras güero.
And yeah, but and I posted it to Facebook, and I was charging only like $20 to do a delivery at the time. But I had like 50 deliveries that day.
That's $1,000.
Oh my goodness.
But my rent was a little bit more than that. But I was able to keep the landlord off my back with that 1,000. And then after that, it just snowballed. And it was like, and then I kept.
How much do you charge for that?
Hey!
No, sabe, no.
But then after that, I just started like upping the price every year because I just said, all right, it was 1 year. That's it. I'm done. And that's it. And then I was like, people keep hitting me up. And I'm like, well, fuck it. Well, I want to up the price. Now I'm up to $80 a delivery.
Hell
Devil, who paid you? Who paid you here? Who paid you here? Who gifted you this visit to us? Was it this guy over here? You know?
Talk about
We don't talk about
We
Look at this guy.
don't talk business.
Look at delivery dates. Cost
I want to send you to some of my girlfriends.
He's available for February 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Cost is
Oh,
$80. All right. His name on Instagram is bbop619. He obviously came out today to, you know, serenade you, Miss España. And then your husband, he got so worked up, Gain went to the
You had
restroom.
to take a little break.
He had to take a little break. He's like, oh, man, there's too much over there. He is back from the bathroom.
But I also
Hell
will
yeah,
be
man.
DJing at Tower Bar on Valentine's Day at 8:30. All vinyl DJ set.
All right, all right.
And then on Thursday night over at Hoppy Days with the Guapacheros.
Los Guapacheros del Norte.
Yeah, that's fucking Richie from the Sleepwalkers. That's his OG original band that he's doing. That guy brings the Rex in the house.
Wait, tomorrow are you going to be in this outfit when you're DJing?
Yeah, when you DJ, is that how you fucking...
Yeah, I want to do the whole, DJ.
Yes.
Nice, bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, come on.
Hey, so you have to be like on a super sick one to get naked like this, or you just wake up and say,
no,
fuck it?
dude, this is just no shame.
Zero.
I love that.
That shit a long time ago.
Nah, you look good, fool. Good on you.
Excellent.
Is it allowed to throw cash at you, or is that? Yeah, all right, cool. All right, I don't have any, but if I do, I will. Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Look at you, Dave. Thanks for coming on, fool. Everybody reach out. Bebop619. He'll come to your house. He'll go to your wifey's fucking work job, whatever, and get it done. Oh, shit. Put it in his chonies. Put it in his chonies. Sexy Lexi.
Step it up a little bit.
Can I just tell you guys about a couple of my favorite deliveries that I've ever done?
Yes, I'm dying to hear it.
One of my favorite ones is the welfare office. in Lemon Grove.
Yeah, he does it.
Welfare office in Lemon Grove. That I kept going through the metal detector. Then I realized that my fucking wings have metal in them. And the guy goes like, "Fuck it, just go in there, dude." He's like, so Caltrans headquarters was another one. This is the fucked up part about it. The lady that was delivering the flowers and chocolates to, she was on a fucking scooter with like a broken ankle. They would not let me go deliver it to her. They made her come out all the way out there. But it's like there's like a second level, and all of a sudden there was like 50 people up there just like, you know, I was just like, oh fuck.
I'm a star.
I came up with this thing called DF.
Oh, he's gonna need CPR, fool. Somebody come up here and check his shit.
Deliver the flowers, which is DTF. So I did the whole like I did a whole fucking thing like DTF.
Deliver the flowers.
Deliver the flowers.
All right, fool. Here.
All right.
Let me deliver this to you over here. Come and dance for me, motherfucker. Look at that. Hey, BJ, you were fucking avoiding him like that motherfucker was gonna squirt on you. Look at you. You're like this. He's like this. Oh man! Happy Valentine's Day.
That was perfect.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Look at that. Oh man,
That was
a true
beautiful.
romantic. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you're not a romantic. I'm flattered. No, motherfucker, you bought it for her.
Oh, shit.
Oh man. You know what? This is a perfect opportunity to do a little bit of the Dios Mío segment brought to you by our lovely sexy Lexi. That's sexy. That's sexy.
So I usually have 3 stories, but we talked about Rihanna earlier. So
What did you guys is out? Did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
I did not.
Did you guys watch it? Kind of. I mean, I didn't watch any of it, man.
Meaning like half-assed.
Yeah.
It's not
But
my
I
favorite
still
team.
do. I still want to say congratulations to her because she is the first pregnant Super Bowl halftime performer.
Look at you banging that
And
pregnant
just-
drum.
Yeah. All right. So another story here. Another unidentified object was shot down over the Great Lakes region yesterday.
Which is the
Did you hear
fourth
about
one.
this?
The
Yes,
fourth
the fourth
one.
one.
Right?
Close to my parents'
The
house.
fourth one.
I have something to say about that.
Go ahead.
If they was real
Mm.
UFOs, they would not be getting shot down. That technology
Yeah.
that they have is so beyond. Yes, I believe this is. I think to not believe there's something else out there is ridiculous at this point. It's kind of
It's ignorant.
to think
Yeah.
that we are the only like intelligent, if we even call ourselves intelligent.
Go ahead.
So no, these cannot be UFOs. And if
What do you
they
think are there? They are.
They're. I mean, I think they're probably drones and sometimes.
Well, the article said that they're UFOs because they're legitimately unidentified flying
flying
objects.
objects.
As big as a small car.
But they have not ruled out aliens.
But like,
And that's fucking weird. Just to hear that shit actually be
but like,
put out there in the news.
What are we gonna fucking shoot them with? Like,
I don't know.
we don't
Fucking
have- we don't
Bebop's
have-
Cupid arrow. I don't know that.
If we shot them down, you think they would come back? Like,
Nothing
what
would
could
have
go
been-
wrong?
Just like,
Maybe they want to get shot down.
That's a theory that I actually.
You know what I
had.
mean? Maybe they're allowing
And
it.
this is like, why would they ever even come? Like, people are like, why aren't they like around? Like, why aren't they like closer? Why aren't they?
Maybe
making
they
contact?
are.
But the thing is, why would they be if every time there's one that's close, we shoot it down? The
I'm
way
not
that
a-
the way that we approach
That's how
is like
America
so violent.
does things.
Yeah, I'm not all
The whole
about it.
world,
I'm
though.
not all sold on aliens. Is it? I know there's something out there, but I'm not completely sold on that Independence Day type alien and shit like
No,
that.
I don't think it's like that.
But
at
I
all.
feel like there is something that has happened to kind of speed up the process of human development. You know, from
agree with that,
the time that we were out there whittling sticks and building fires with rocks to the point where we're about to blow each other up with nuclear weapons.
Well,
something happened.
there's a huge contending theory for that.
Damn, I like that. Here, go ahead. Go
That
ahead.
it goes way before what we call now like modern civilization, which they say was in the last 6,000 years is when we flourished, which I think is a bunch of bullshit. Because before that happened, it's now a fact that there was a flood. There was a flood. The entire planet was underwater actually, and this flood happened around 12,000 years ago, and it was caused with what's known as the Younger Dryas, and which it was like some kind of impact spot they have found and believe that it was above like in the Washington State area. It melted like glaciers, like at an unbelievable rate, and the entire planet went underwater. And this is a fact now.
Yeah, we tapped into something.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at you. We tapped the fuck in.
So
Is it time to light this thing?
Yeah, light that
Yeah.
dick, bro.
So I read a lot.
Go ahead.
I love reading a lot. I started posting some of the books that I read.
Audiobooks or actual reading?
No,
Do you
actual
think less of me because I do audiobooks?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, she does.
Good.
Like, and I love reading archaeology. I love to know what's actually happening in the work that's actually
I feel
happening
you.
on the ground.
I feel you.
So actually, I almost went into archaeology before going into art.
I love
That's
that.
Another story.
That's sexy.
That's like,
You gotta say
sexy.
it. There
It
you
is
go.
sexy.
There you go.
That's
I'm
sexy.
Like, I'm like actually like a nerd. Like,
Good.
All I do is fucking read and
You know
do
what?
research.
Low key, I think all of us here are nerds.
Yes.
And real
I think
shit.
so too.
You know, real shit. Especially Barry over there. Fucking crib.
Speak for yourself.
So what
I
else
can't
does this
even
article
read.
say? What else is going on in that article?
Well, no, I mean, you guys pretty much touched it. Like, they don't know. They just said the object was shaped like an octagon and had strings hanging from it.
There is a plane. There is
White's name on it.
There's
And
a
it was the
plane.
size of a small car.
The size of a small car?
But there is a plane like that. There is a plane that belongs to the U.S. Army that looks like that.
Really?
Well, that-
So now we're
that's like
shooting down
it's
our own
like-
shit.
It's like military, like top secret, whatever. It makes no sound, can undetected by radar.
Damn fool, you more than dabbled into this shit, huh? You
Let me back up into the whole into the.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
seriously.
Let me
hey,
go back
I
into
get this
like
every morning. The reflection.
and what, I'll keep it real short. So,
No, keep it long.
So that's what she said. So before like this flood happened, they're finding out that there was a whole intelligent civilization throughout the planet. Like they think like all of a sudden we just came upon like we went from being like hunters and gatherers and all of a sudden these like megalithic like structures all over the world, and they're discovering more and more and more throughout the planet. Especially like in places like Indonesia and some of the islands over there. We won't
Mexico
get too
as
much
well.
into that. Do you guys know
Yeah.
where the biggest pyramid in the world is?
Yes.
Chichen Itza.
No.
Pueblo.
Fuck.
Right?
It's in Mexico. Yeah, most people would not
Chichen
know
Itza
that.
is in Mexico.
No, it's not Chichen Itza.
Okay.
But
There's hundreds
It's
of more
outside
that
of
are
Mexico
just-
City, like an hour or
yeah,
so.
yeah. So there's a show right now called Ancient Apocalypse
Go ahead.
by Graham Hancock, and I've been his books
And
are
his
like
books are amazing.
I read his books. His
I
books are
love
like
him.
fucking Bibles.
Oh,
They're,
I
like,
need that
so
shit on
thick.
audio.
No, he does have an audio.
I think he might have
And
it. Yeah.
He does have an audio, but watch the series.
The
It
books
says
have
like
actual pictures and references.
of what, and his wife's like this
shit.
photographer. Anyways, we're like 100,000-year-old like civilization with
Yeah.
tons of intelligent like technology, and there was this flood. They wiped out like almost everybody on the planet, and we like started over. So he calls it like we were like a species with amnesia.
I feel like some of the people that were around got put on game by a higher being,
though.
and then from there they were the ones that just
Well,
kind of like.
possibly that's
Yeah.
a contending like theory, and you should. I think you would like this.
I
theory.
think I would because I'm
Ain't you
all
just
about that
so,
life.
like the scientists, they don't believe that. They don't acknowledge like Graham Hancock.
But tell them why.
But
'Cause
well,
he's
I'm
right.
Well, he's
Damn,
right. Yeah,
okay.
he's right.
Because he's white? What the fuck,
No,
bro?
no, I
said.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, well, I'm not really exactly sure why, but I think
I can
because
tell you why.
Yeah, go ahead, say it.
They say that because to say that he's not an archaeologist, he's a journalist.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
he's super fucking smart. So to say that he's correct would mean that they have been incorrect this whole
This
time.
whole fucking time.
All those books, all those grants they got, those
And you know how
classes
hard
they
it is to
teach,
go back on that for them
You
to
know
do
what it
that?
does to the fucking ego?
Yeah.
It's an ego thing. That's all it is. It's
Jumping
like,
off of a bridge after that.
But everything after that knowledge is relative, so you have to backtrack all that shit. You know, if
you
if
keep
if
like
you
you
claim-
like
yeah.
the further back you go, the more wrong
Damn,
you
I
are.
want to party with you guys. This is the kind of party wife gonna like doing, like, you know, watching documentaries about.
Dude, all day. That's all
Yeah.
we do. We're like, let's
Yeah, I'm sharing DMs.
Come away,
like,
come
"Oh,
away."
check this shit out.
geeking out on weird shit. Like,
Fuck yeah. What else is in that
All
story?
right. Well, that's the end of that. Like,
No,
for-
it's not. We've got more.
We got more. Well, you know what? We do have more. We don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I think
What's
it's
the worst that could
I
happen?
think it's kind of weird that we've had 4 in the last
Doomsday?
week.
Yeah.
4 in the last week. Like, does that mean some shit's about to pop off? I don't know.
Or they're trying to distract us from some
There's-
shit.
there's
I
been
think we're
something
drumming
popping
on
up.
World
Yeah.
War III. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Somebody
the other.
said that too. They were like,
Yeah.
"Hey, low key, maybe World War III is happening. We don't
Do you
even
guys
know."
keep
it."
up with those news? What's really happening in Europe right now?
Mhm.
Like, yeah. Most people don't even know.
Isn't
the
that
US.
crazy?
Like people, you don't know shit.
I read on book. I read in book.
Let's assume we don't. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Let's pretend we don't know what's really going on. Tell us.
This guy is deep on that.
You don't want to tell us. He's afraid he's gonna
I
he's
don't
gonna
wanna
get
get
snatched
all
if he
this.
says
It's a
too
lot.
much.
It's
Conspiracy.
a lot.
Conspiracy.
But
Well,
basically, like,
Well,
it's-
let's
we're
just say
fucked.
this: being from Sweden, people are saying that NATO, we've gotten too close to the Russian borders, and this is a reaction coming from Putin. But being from Sweden, that fucker's been taunting all of Scandinavia. They fly into our air zones, into our waters, and all that stuff. That's why we have. So Finland is our brother. They have the biggest border. They share the biggest border with Russia, and they have one of the biggest, best defensive armies in the world. They're just locked and loaded. They're ready to fucking
Let's
blast
go.
your ass if you get in there. So that says a lot about Putin, man. He's been trying to fuck around. You know what I mean? This isn't just some excuse for him to get in there. It's like, but the reason why I'm trying to avoid this topic here now is because there's sides, and it becomes a political here in the United States.
Yeah.
Everything
Left and
becomes
right,
political.
How we spend our
Mhm,
money.
mhm.
But if we let Putin get away with this shit and he takes over Ukraine, he's gonna go from Poland. He's gonna start fucking around with other countries, and then you really have a.
Oh yeah, well I mean, history repeats itself if
Yeah,
we allow it to
exactly. Yeah,
repeat
he's-
itself,
he-
and I think
He wants to take back the USSR. That's what he wants. You know, he wants to go.
Will
off
it
the
happen?
bang. No.
No,
why?
because Russia's crumbling from the inside
Yeah.
out.
Well, I think this whole long play of war in Ukraine about a year, over a year, is by design.
It's primitive as fuck.
Drip them dry of all of their resources until they can't do shit, and then ultimately it's like, all right, cool, now we're ready. You know, because right now, imagine you think Putin when he went to war, this was the game plan. The game plan was to go to war for a year with Ukraine, the neighbors, who they looked as a
he totally-
subsidiary like country, subsidiary state. They
They
didn't want
totally
this.
underestimated, like, not just like the Ukraine people as a sovereign like nation, but also how the world would react. Like they had no idea what was coming. But this is ridiculous. Like Russia's like on its last leg, like economically, socioeconomically. Like it's not a country that's gonna last a lot longer, according to other documentaries.
I remember reading books and watching documentaries that stated all of this and then said that we will start getting more like UFO presence when we get really close to fucking around with nuclear weapons. And I mean, is it a coincidence that we're this far into what's going on around the world and now all of a sudden there's more and more UFOs making themselves,
when
you know?
was the first time that we started actually seeing more UFOs? Do you know?
No.
In the 40s.
Yeah, it was in the 40s, right
After
after
the nukes.
after the nukes.
So as soon as we get close to like something like really popping up, maybe they make them presence known.
How
like,
fucked
hey.
up is it that they're trying to come down here and be like, stop, you guys are getting
That's
too
exactly
close, and we're
what's
like,
happening.
bang, bang, shoot, shoot.
I'll show you what close is, motherfucker.
You want to see close?
It's true though.
I'll show you.
Why do I do that voice when it's like an alien, bro?
Because it
That's how they sound.
Listen here, motherfucker.
You sound like a white alien. Like, what the fuck?
Bury the alien.
Hello, greetings.
All right.
I think there's stuff coming. It's exciting.
So,
I'll watch.
I don't know if you guys heard about this. Hong Kong has
Oh,
a campaign
great
going
play.
on.
Wait. Which
I
one?
know, which is funny that we're coming out of that to this, but
Which Hong Kong?
Which Hong Kong?
there's a campaign going on.
With Sasha's picture on the wall, or
It's
what?
called Hello
Eric knows
Hong
about this
Kong.
campaign.
Yeah.
And they're
started
offering
it.
500,000 free air tickets to welcome tourists
I
from
saw
around
that.
the world.
I saw
Okay,
that.
all right. Okay.
Because of the tourist deficit that they have right now.
Yeah, so like they're offering free air
I saw-
tickets
I
if
saw
you guys
that.
want to go to Hong Kong.
That's weird because every time I've gone to Hong Kong, I don't need a plane. It's usually an
It's a
Uber.
drive like 30 minutes.
It's usually an Uber ride and then a
20
fucking $20 bill.
And a long explanation.
No es cierto, mi vieja. Eso fue una historia.
I got a homie that fell in love with one of them ladies.
Go
over there,
ahead.
and he ended up staying there for like a fucking week. And he tried to smuggle her
Motherfucker
ass.
moved to Hong
No,
Kong.
he tried to smuggle her ass over here. Like,
I can save you.
I know Eric had some stories about.
Go ahead, Eric.
Was that not a story about you?
This is Casas at Hong Kong. Hey, mija, do you know I discovered the killers? Come with me. I'll get you
you see-
citizenship. What you talking?
You see these green eyes?
Damn.
Like this leather jacket? I
He's a
can get you
fucking
one.
alien, dog. Casas is an alien.
He has a tunnel to his house.
We've been shutting down the Ubers trying to go
We
home
should
this
do
whole
an
time.
emo brown. We're offering 500.
Go ahead.
People to go to Hong Kong.
500
This Hong
people?
Kong though. This
Damn.
Hong Kong.
I know 5 motherfuckers in this room right now that'll go right now. All you got to give them is an Uber trip over
That's a
there.
lot of reasons.
They're going after this.
Jesus Christ. I'm excited that you finally come around, bro, to hang out with us. Because, you know, any opportunity I get to pimp you on the 3 Punk Ales, like any social media handle, like, guys, your wife is right. You're not a big social media guy. You don't really go, but people are always asking me up my ass, who's the artist? What is this? Blah, blah, blah. Why does it say? Because I guess you put a bunch of like, initials on there.
MDR
Yeah,
shit
okay. I
in
didn't know if you
there,
wanted me
yeah.
to bring that up. There's a bunch of MDR shit on there. We get hit like, hey, who's MDR? Who did this piece? Blah, blah. And I'm like, gang, mi respetos. All right.
Well, I was part of the original
you're
clique
an
of
MDR?
MDR. Yeah.
As soon as I say who did it, they legitimately go, oh, fuck yeah, bro. That's a down-ass fucking mural right there. I was like, oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, and so I'll post a picture of you every now and then. I'll get a bunch of messages. That fucker did your mural. That guy did your piece.
Jane actually said that we're missing some stuff here.
Go ahead. Oh,
It'd be
shit.
sick. No, I was thought about it. I was like, it'd be sick just
El
to complement
criticón.
that, just to create some balance. A sick collage wall.
Oh.
You know?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
everything that says you. You know what I mean, or what you're doing. You know what I mean. Have you seen the one over at Tribal?
Every
Yes,
bad rating
fuck,
we've ever
bro.
got.
But you know what? We could do the collage and put Emo Brown on top of it. You know what I mean?
sick as
Stop, bro.
fuck.
Bro,
the
stop,
collage
dog.
would
That'd be so sexy.
Yeah, that'd be good texture.
That's
sexy.
That's sexy.
That's sexy.
Maybe cut out that floats off the wall. Ooh.
Okay, so that we're like he's been on this tip with the cutouts, and I epoxy them to make them clean because you don't know how to epoxy. But then you float them. You float 'em
Behind
up.
every talented man is a woman who knows how to epoxy. Let's do it.
It would look fucking tight. Do you guys see his latest mural he did at Mixed Grounds?
Ooh, let me see. Bring that up, bro.
I haven't seen it.
I don't think it's a very good picture, but it's on the Mixed Rounds page. He's not gonna post about it because he doesn't post anything.
Why not?
Somebody
What is
from
it? What is
Poland
it?
is
It's a
calling.
collage.
I just had to share. Somebody from
yeah.
Poland's
No,
calling.
He
I don't know what
he got that too from
Yeah, I got a
Poland.
call from Poland too.
And
Right
they
now?
asked-
Y'all
they
motherfuckers
asked
are
me for
talking too
help.
much shit.
No, they're asking for help.
Y'all motherfuckers are talking
What
too much
is
shit
that
about
about?
boom.
Oh my god.
She's
Nope.
a spy.
I got a call from
Nobody.
Poland.
got a call from
Holy
Grasshopper.
She's like, get more out of that fool.
Hey man, let me
Keep it
know
talking.
these walls. Fuck. Chicle would love to have you in here, bro, and we can work together and do something amazing. Let us know, both of you.
All, if it's collage like that,
Community.
we can incorporate everything.
All of the things.
Wait, I
bro.
want to ask.
Is this it?
That's
since
what's
you
going
both
on.
do art, do you guys collab on stuff often?
Not as often as we'd like, because a lot of the work that we're doing right now has been a lot of commission work.
Yeah.
we
Maybe
did collaborate
you
on
didn't
that.
pay attention to this.
I didn't see this. Wow. So you guys collabed on this?
Yeah, so
That's dope.
he did the. It's hard to explain how we did it, but like how it looks kind of old. It's not actual. It's not painted that way. It's like painted, then a chemical process, then I painted, then another chemical process, and we scrape away excess to make it look old. It's a long process, but yeah.
Looks like the New York subways, like they'd fucking
Yeah.
graffiti on it and
And
then
do
take it
you
off.
guys
Graffiti,
like
take it
help
off.
each other along the way or suggest certain things?
She
or-
can't do that. She's Mexican.
Is this the piece you were talking about here?
Yeah.
I can't suggest
Yeah, that's
shit.
it. That's not true.
That's clean. That's beautiful right there.
You can suggest it. It ain't
Look
gonna
at
go
that.
nowhere. That's
Exactly.
you can do all the
different.
Oh,
suggesting
that's
you
the
want.
mixed grounds piece.
See, that's funny. You talk about that, BJ, about the subway look. Because when we sat down with Gain, he's like, "Well, what is it that you guys have in mind?" I said, "In my head, man, I grew up in the punk rock scene. I want it to be a reflection of like New York alleyways, New York subways, peppered with fucking posters of bands
those
that I grew up
That's what it
going
looks
to."
like.
Yeah.
And it's like, boom. When he showed me because he showed me like
It's
a
like a physical mock-up.
yeah, a physical mock-up. Never even knew what the fuck that was. And he showed it to me,
doctors don't
and
even
I
give
still
me
have
those.
that in my office at the brewery, dog.
yeah.
It's still there. And I looked at it, and I was like, boom, that's it. That's what in my head, that's what I didn't know, because I'm ignorant, bro. English is my second language. So it was very hard for me to communicate what I wanted, but you went inside my head. You took it out and you put it on this thing, and it was amazing. And then when you actually did the thing at the brewery, I was like, oh, shit. Like what you showed me on the actual, like, the prop, it fucking lacked compared to the real deal. I was like, this is amazing, dude.
How long did that take?
I think I was off and on there for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I
You
had
did
some
it
pauses
quick.
between- yeah,
You
yeah.
did it quick. I thought for what it ended up looking like, I was like, wow,
And
this
then
motherfucker was in and out.
We did the whole basement too. We can't. Really
Yeah,
see.
we can't
So
really see anything
You
in
did that
there.
whole main wall that's there.
Yeah, and then
All from the
basement,
top
too,
to the bottom.
So is that like hand painted or how is that? How
The
did you
bottom
do
is
that?
all hand, like graffiti, throw ups, and all that.
Yeah.
And the top part, it's all. I did all this. I'm like, I'm an anal as fuck. I become obsessed with my projects. Did all this research, hitting him up left and right. Hey, give me more bands. Give me more.
Give me bands.
And I started finding like a lot of original posters from New York or all these punk bands, and I would blow them up in Photoshop and print them out in real size.
Oh, I see.
And so it's all real, like everything
Yeah.
is handmade. Yeah. So I just printed this shit out, like.
And you'd put it on
Ooh, that's
layers,
cool.
and you'd
But then there's
graffiti over
also,
it, and rip
Chula
it down.
Vista things on there too,
Yeah,
right?
Why you put that ugly motherfucker on there, bro? Hey, happy birthday, Adam. Happy birthday, Adam. We love you. But yeah, look at it. It's like it's awesome because
Dude, that's so dope.
people ask me, is that like wallpaper? He just rolled that whole thing out, and I was like,
that's
nah,
all
man.
individual pieces.
It's like texturized. It's different layers
That
to
looks
it.
like a lot of fucking work that you had to do, like just for every element.
Yeah.
You
While
know?
you're going through show flyers, did you find like one that stuck out to you that was like, this is a fucking sick flyer?
A
'Cause
lot
of
of
those
it- a
shits.
lot
are
of
cool.
it.
Yo,
Sick
that
as
POD
fuck.
design that he put on the top right hand part of the mural,
clown?
that's an OG one, fool.
Travis
Like
made a shirt out of that.
yeah, and then when Bobby would like come around or people would send, that's how I kind of first started connecting with Bobby. People would always come to the brewery and tag him on it. And then they'd be like, hey man, that's awesome piece, blah, blah, blah. Who did it? So again, so it's like it's funny. The whole path of the people I've met since I've opened the brewery and kind of like started business for myself. Like your piece is an integral part of how I've met a lot of different people. I've met Bobby strictly through the tribal designs that are on there. I've met bands that you've put on there that have come to the brewery and I meet up and I link up with them. Like it's like POD. I know Marco's now because he's coming to the brewery, he's taking pictures there. Wov was there last weekend, taking pictures of everything. So it's weird. You created a communal like setup inside of my shop, and I feel like I'm connected with you forever, stop. Forever.
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 Por
man.
vida.
I almost tried to take a drink out of this fucker. What? I'm drunk. I went like this. Like, what else we got? BJ, any questions?
Yeah. So I have actually questions for both of you because I love this art stuff, and I've been
I love this art stuff.
because there's a lot of it, But I was creeping on both of your Instagrams this morning, and like it's really cool how like you guys are two very different styles, and then when you do your collabs, they work very well. But I wanted to ask you, Espana, like you do a lot of like
see
animal
way.
portraits and paintings. Do you have an animal that you're drawn to that you're like, I love octopuses, or like
Yeah, so I paint a lot of sharks, but
Mm-hmm.
like octopus, I feel like might be like my spirit animal. I paint a lot of I go like the science route with a lot of my art. I do tons of research. Like he gets super into like his projects, and I do too. I do tons of research, and I just feel like a lot of animals are misunderstood and really important. So I like to emphasize like sharks and how important they are, and octopus just because they're so fucking weird and cool.
those might be
And-
aliens?
Those might be aliens for sure. But I like to, I started doing a lot of like, I've always just been drawn to the ocean. And then it's taking me into this route of working with like organizations that do a lot of like conservation for like the oceans and sharks and stuff like that. From Indonesia to Europe, I've had some really cool projects that I'm really stoked about. But it's more of like the conservation like angle that I like to go.
That's awesome.
With a lot of the work that I do.
That is very awesome.
And like, and like educating.
Do you have
What happened? What happened?
So
What
you're
happened?
doing like
Hold on.
ocean
Hold on,
murals
hold on,
type
Lexi.
of
Hold on,
things?
Lexi. Hold on. What's going
Oh,
on?
Casa's about to talk.
Hold on.
Oh,
Partied out Phil. Hey man, taking off your clothes, it's a lot of work. Putting it on is even harder.
Put a bubble around him or
So
something.
my
Eric.
dude right now, he's just taking a power nap, dog. He's trying to recharge. He's got a lot more dancing and deliveries to do today. He's just
He's about to be
he's
a
just
busy
figuring
man.
it out, bro.
Busy man tomorrow.
Damn, look at him. Oh shit, look at this little guy going up there.
Help him out. Help him
Look at
out.
that. Oh shit. You talk about the ocean. I'm a big fan of aliens, UFOs, and the ocean. I feel
Yes,
like there's a
me
lot
too.
to.
San Diego's huge
So
for
much to
that.
talk about.
There is a lot to be
I have
learned.
so many weird stories to tell you.
I'm
if you ever want.
all ears.
I would love to hear them.
We're going to a
with
spot.
aliens, do you want aliens, ocean, or like ghosts?
We visit
Oh,
Guadalajara.
I do them all.
Girl, I got stories for days on days about ghost stuff. They follow me everywhere I go.
Nice.
Continue.
We'll talk about that. Well,
Okay.
Look, we go to Guadalajara frequently before the pandemic, more so. Now we're starting to do it again. I'm going to be going this weekend. We visit a little spot called Chapala, Lake Chapala. And for a
it's a
long
vortex.
yes, that's what
Yeah.
people say. They're like, well, one of two things. There's Japanese scientists and they live underneath the lake and they run aerial tests and experiments from there. Well, but then you talk to the locals, like, no, it's a vortex. Like
fucking
fucking,
vortex,
there's
bro.
if you want to come to Chapala and check out like UFOs, just go and by the lake and hang out, and you'll see things coming up out of the water. Wow, wow, woo,
But
woo.
have you ever noticed like a lot of the hot spots for where UFOs are usually around bodies of water and in certain vortexes around the world. And I find that absolutely fucking fascinating. And one of the things that I feel like people haven't put together is that we don't know shit about lakes and the oceans. We maybe know 5% of what's in the oceans.
5%.
We know more about space
Yeah.
than what's in our own oceans.
Yeah.
And that's why if I was an alien, I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking hide in this ocean where these fools are too
These ignorant motherfuckers ain't
Don't
gonna
know
look
shit.
down here.
They're never gonna get me.
Hiding right under our nose.
Exactly.
Fucking Lake Michigan is deep as shit.
It's deep as shit. It's
got some
and
secrets.
insanely active. Insanely active.
Active how?
Like active is with like UFOs. There's
Yeah.
like, oh dude, go on Netflix. They have like Unsolved Mysteries. They have these two sick ones with about this. There's this guy. There was like a sighting, but like hundreds of people saw it, and like they have like. And it happened like not kind of a long time ago, but the stories are not just compelling, but there's like so much fucking evidence. And there was a scientist who was like a weather guy who tracks like weather balloons, and he was working the night shift. And he's like, there's documentation of what he zeroed on and like on a graph in a computer, and he can't make sense of how they're moving. And this isn't a time, this is like years ago. And for like 30 years, people shunned him. He's like, I'm just reporting on what I see, and it's recorded. It's like on a screen. And people
Like he has no agenda. He's
No.
legitimately just
He
reporting
was-
on things that he's
he was
observed.
like 25, and he's like the professional weather. I forget the title, but he's recording on this screen and seeing these things hover on this lake. And then this lady, she says that she was sitting on like it's like a lake, but it's so big, it's like a beach. And she's sitting there with her boyfriend. They're having like a nice romantic evening.
In the
She
back
said-
of the van, probably having lunch with Cece and Luis. Fucking
Italian.
man. Italian food.
Probably, and you know what she sees over the ocean? She
Garlic
sees
bread.
a waterfall going upwards,
Oof.
like from the
Whoa.
lake, and she sees some kind of like mothership or something. Like they saw it for minutes. It wasn't like a split second, and they like didn't know what to fucking do.
Why doesn't anyone ever have a camera when this shit happens
They
anymore?
do.
Oh, really?
They do.
Sometimes
There's
they do.
much-
Hard to react,
There's
though.
a
You're
lot
like,
of.
what the fuck
Have you guys
there's
watched?
tons of?
Have you guys
evidence.
watched the Close Encounters with the Fifth Kind documentary?
Not no, because that guy's
It's like a newer one where they talk about like how they're meditating and communicating with.
Is it with that Dr. Gear guy?
I don't know. It's
Taking a lot of
he's
DMT,
kinda full of
talking to
shit.
aliens. and
Damn,
shit.
did we,
I don't know.
we
They
touched
talk
on
about
something that
they
you're
talk
all
about
about.
shrooming. They
Dude,
talk about
If
meditating.
I get a little drunk enough, I'll tell you
Go.
guys the weirdest story that ever happened to me.
Keep it going. Keep it coming.
I don't know. dude.
I want to hear the weirdest thing.
Let's do this.
we'll look at
Monday Fun Day.
we'll-
Monday Fun Day.
No.
We'll end it with that story.
Monday
So
Fun Day.
no pressure, but it better be a banger.
She needs to come back on a solo. List.
Nah.
Now we like you here too, fool.
Well, this is a story. Like it took me forever to even tell anyone about it, and this happened not so long ago actually. I'm telling them the story about Sweden. What happened?
Okay.
He's just like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know
So-
how I feel about that one.
Well, I
Too
just-
late
It
now.
was her experience, and I was
When
kind
they
of
met
weirded
Millen
out by it.
Cullen.
Did you hear what he said? He was weirded out by it, but like so was I. So I have to. Okay, here it goes. So his sister lives in Stockholm, kind of like in the outskirts of Stockholm, and it's gorgeous. It's near the forest, or there's forests everywhere. And what?
You didn't see that.
Show it. Show it, Casa. Show them.
Put
They
it back.
can't
Put
see
it back
They
on real
didn't
quick.
see
They
it.
didn't. Oh, he back. He back. He's erect.
They didn't see it. Eric.
Stockholm.
Stockholm. We're like near the forest. We're chilling. Oh damn, this guy's gonna fall over.
Damn, that Mohawk is gonna save his ass.
Stuck on the floor.
You just wait.
Oh, se va a caer, güey, se va a caer. Wait, give him a blanket.
The last thing that motherfucker needs is a blanket.
Give him a bubble wrap to save him.
Hey, he's gonna fucking.
Hey, save him. He's gonna eat it.
He's eating
Mirror over his
everything.
nose,
Look
he's
at it.
breathing.
He's good. He's good.
He's like,
oh,
you don't have a marker.
Look at. Oh shit.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Hey,
Se va a caer, güey.
que se caiga.
No, no mames.
He's not even asleep. We paid him to do this too.
He's still on the clock. Hey man, I want to hear this fucking story.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's
So
go.
we
Let's
go
go.
to bed. It's like I think it's like fall. So it's a beautiful time of year. We go to bed. I'm wearing like just like a t-shirt and boxers, like super chill night. And I wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm not in the apartment. I don't know where I was, but I was not fucking dreaming because. You know when you're awake. Like, I'm awake right now. You're awake. You know, like, you don't have to pinch yourself. You know you're fucking awake. I wake up, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was standing. Like, I wake up, and I was standing. And I'm, like, behind. I look down. I look up, and it's, like, a dim room. But it was, like, it had, like, a light purple light to
Like
it.
a hue to it.
Like a hue, like a purple and, like, a green, too. Like, it would come in and out of the light.
Like Lakers.
Tipo. And then, like, the floor and the walls, there was no edges. So it was, like, the floor... And it curved like this, and so did the ceiling. So there was no like hard edges, you know, and it felt squishy, like dolphin skin or something, like a little bit hard. And I started fucking freaking out, like where the fuck am I? There was no windows, nothing, and it was kind of cold in there, and didn't have a smell at all. And I was walking, and it kind of tunneled like this, and I started walking, and I saw on the floor like these things that were like probably like this tall. They were like cylindrical. And on the top, they had like these 5 little circles like this. They look like, like you drop in something in like dough and it kind of sinks a little bit like that.
Mm-hmm.
They look like if you could press them, they might be buttons, but they look organic. I don't know how to explain it. And they were cylindrical and they had a light and the sound was kind of like bloom, 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 bloom.
Oh.
And it would light up.
Go do it again for a
Wow.
Where it would go bloop, 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 bloop.
Like the snorks.
And then it would go down again, like
One
the
more
light.
time.
They would like and then dude, and I was looking at it and I touched them and they were like squishy too. And we're like, where the fuck am I? But when I was there, whatever it was, it felt like I wasn't here. Like I wasn't here. And I had this insane urge to go home. Like, where the fuck am I? And then I was like, okay. And I started kind of freaking out, like kind of panicking. And I was like, don't be a coward. And I just kept walking and I'm like, I'm gonna find a fucking way out of this. And I kept walking and all I remember is like, I kept walking and like I turned the corner and then that's all I remember.
Wow.
But
Damn.
what's weird is like when I woke up, I didn't remember anything until we were back in San Diego, like 2 months later. I heard that sound again in my head. Yeah.
Whoa.
And I fucking freaked out. And I'm not like a get scared real easy kind of person. I freaked out, but I felt like defenseless. Like whatever it was would come get me.
What?
And it was like,
Damn.
and I was like, for 2 weeks, I was freaking out for 2 weeks. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't want to go to sleep.
That bloop 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 sound.
Yeah. But
Holy shit.
and then I just
Can you do it again?
Holy shit.
Dude, I like the way you did it with the glasses.
Yeah,
Go, do it.
Holy shit.
I'm not that fool.
It was all a dream. I used
yeah,
to read
dude.
word
But
up.
I wasn't fucking sleeping, dude. I don't know what it was. I can't confirm or deny. But I told it, fuck off. Don't fucking come get me. Fuck you. Like I was like angry. Like, when you're like.
You got all Tony Montana with him.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, the feeling that they were like, whatever it was near and couldn't come get me, like 2 weeks later, it completely disappeared. And not only that,
Dang.
but then like a month later, I felt stupid. I'm like, maybe if they left because whatever it was, because I said leave, then I fucked up. Then now maybe I'm supposed to go. Like, I don't know, dude. This is crazy. This shit getting crazy, yo. But then I felt stupid. I felt like, damn, maybe I was like
Welcome
gonna
to
get
my world.
something.
I love it.
know. That's my story.
I
And
love it.
Maybe
Damn.
people think I'm like weird as fuck. Like
I believe in the idea
I don't know
of
what it
it.
was, but something happened, and
Yeah?
I can't say what it was or what it
You
wasn't.
probably had a bad burrito in Sweden. Some shit happened. And then you done.
Do they have burritos
They
there?
don't got
Do
burritos,
they
yo.
No.
They don't got Mexican. Well,
Here's a cool little story. So there's these students from Mexico City
Oh, this is
that are
good.
exchange students, right? And
Yo, BJ, fix the mic for my guy.
and they were there and they were craving Mexican food, and they opened like a really straight up made their own tortillas from masa and everything, and just real authentic Mexican tacos, and they blew the fuck up because everybody over there they're doing like the fancy restaurant style, kind of like what's that place down by Seaport Village where they like. It's all super fancy tacos, but these guys are doing it real.
So, puesto.
Dude,
this place
Swedish
is called La
food
Neta,
is
and
nasty.
it's fucking sick.
It's called La Neta?
Yeah.
It's called La Neta, way.
Yeah, and it's
It's
I love it.
It's like you walk in and you're like in Mexico City. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's dope.
Are there a lot of Mexicans in Sweden?
Not at all,
You were the only one when you were there.
basically.
Nice.
And even the people working in La Neta, they weren't from Mexico. They were like from other Southern American, Colombian countries.
Fucking colonizers.
I
What-
know, right?
Probably Gwen Stefani fucking making tortillas in the background and shit, man.
But yo,
Shit.
Swedish food is nasty.
Get the fuck out of here.
There's a lot of fish. What is it?
Tell them what you like. Tell
Go
them
ahead. What's a
tell them
fine
what it is.
Swedish cuisine?
Okay, what is seal? What is seal?
It's fermented raw fish.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know what it looks like out of a jar? Like fucking jelly. Like disgusting.
No,
like
no.
yes.
It's delicious.
You know
I wish
what?
I brought some.
I wish you did.
Look at Steve try some.
And then she calls it peasant bread, but it's
Okay. There's a story behind them. We were in the grocery.
No wonder you're
They're
on
like,
with Steve.
yo, we're in the grocery store.
We're both Garcias, fool. I mean,
I know.
I'm letting you know, fool.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that's right.
We go to this grocery store. Obviously, I can't read shit. It's like in Swedish. And then he's like, go get some bread. I'm looking for fucking bread, right? And I'm like, where the fuck is the bread at? This motherfucker. And there's these round things like this with a hole in the middle that look like discs with like dried up donuts, like a disc. I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? He's like, that's the bread. I'm like, nah. That ain't bread, man.
That ain't bread,
that's
G.
That's like a giant cracker. That's peasant bread. Think
about this.
That's like when you can't get no bread. And you know, I'm like, why does it have a big ass hole? He's like, because they make it and then they put it on the string to dry it out. I'm like, how you gonna tell me that's not peasant bread? We're like not in the dark ages. We got ovens now.
like, a lot of
It's like laundry, drying, bread, fucking socks, bread.
if you think about it, like a lot of our culture still is very
Let me find that bread.
connected to the Viking era. You know, you have seasons where it's fucking frosty, so you prepare during the year so that you can eat during the cold. You know, so
Like Gophers.
I guess
Your
yeah.
story for the winter. Yeah.
Fuck, and dark.
More like Vikings.
Did you guys know? Do you guys know it's like dark for like months and then daytime for months? Like you don't have
What?
Yeah, because we're so high up in the. It's part of the Arctic Circle.
Oh,
So we
shit.
were there during the summer, and dude, that shit was fucking me up. Like it was like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and his sister had a cat, and like you know the cat's waiting for the night, and like. I was like, dude, it's almost night. And the sun goes like this, and it goes, just kidding. And it goes back up. Like,
Whoa.
Like,
Yeah, it
I
just
couldn't
hangs kinda low.
sleep,
Yeah,
dude.
JK.
It's just always daytime for like a few months. But then in the nighttime, it's like always nighttime for a few months. So it's rough. I can see how people have to prepare for a lot of shit.
Damn, fool. You want to move back there?
I would.
Yeah.
I mean,
For a
the
little
summers
During
are
the daytime
amazing,
or the
yeah.
nighttime?
During the whole year. Just to experience it.
What's your favorite dish in Sweden? What is it that you like to eat?
Well, it would be that fish dish. Yeah.
Ugh. You know his breath be kicking for like 3 days after that.
Oh,
Hell no.
girl, no kisses coming here.
I'm a big.
I think we learned a lot about the Voiced family today. Hey, real talk. Didn't know anything about your tagging crew and all those days in the past for you. That's awesome. I could bring you on a completely separate fucking episode for that.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That was just one phase.
That's what I'm
There's a
saying.
whole other phase where just like, before I even got into the graffiti, that started when I was like 14. Before that, I was just growing up in the hood as a white boy. My mom used to take off to Sweden and leave me with a fucking black family. Like, and I'm the white and I just, it was crazy, bro. Like
The
dude,
stories
just-
he's told me, I'm like,
I grew up with
how are you even
Crips, I grew up
normal?
with Bloods, like sometimes
made
I
it.
feel like I should write a book.
I
like
told
an
him you should
insight
write a
from
book.
white dude.
Go
like,
ahead.
You know what I mean? Like,
The white perspective from the hood.
I don't know. I feel like that's like a rarity for like San Diego, right? Like to grow up that way with, you know, what you just said.
I think it's
everything you just said.
completely unique. Like I don't know if
I think it's amazing.
like
That's
the
sexy.
way he is
Sexy.
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 And then you, España,
so
we uncovered a layer with you about
And y'all are
aliens.
chula vibes
Jesus Christ.
all day, every day.
What happened?
That's just one new layer.
That's what I'm saying. For us, it's new, you know? I legit know you
I
from
got-
Bonita
Be a
Vista
monthly
Middle.
But I got
right
ghost
here.
stories.
We didn't even
Did
talk
you say
about- oh,
you
we did
talk
talk
about
about
ghosts,
I
right?
do a podcast about
Dude.
spooky stuff and
Dude, so
different stuff.
He's like a super non-believer. Like, it's not that I believe or
I
not
need a little
believe.
bit more evidence.
You're skeptic. Okay.
Skeptic,
But
skeptic.
shit has happened. Like, okay. So everywhere I've lived, there's been activity since I was really young. And when you're little, you don't really know what's what. And I was just terrified all the time. But like, I would see shit. I would tell my mom. Of course, nobody believed me. And then it kind of went away for a while, and then it started coming back, like when I was in high school, actually. And it kind of just never stopped after that. But and our house is very active, and we live in Little Italy, but I've lived there
Your
for a long
current
time.
house?
Uh-huh. Because what I've learned is that no matter where you, it's not, sometimes it's where you're at, but it's also what you draw.
Yeah.
So things have happened to him. You guys saw how he went to the bathroom like 8 times, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he does that at night too.
So your house is active because his bladder's overworked.
So there's been a couple times where he's like gets up in the night. I remember it was one time I got up and I heard something in the hallway because we sleep with our doors closed. You should sleep with your doors closed. It's like if you sleep with doors open, it's kind of like an inviting kind of energy, and shit can come.
We're very
around.
hospitable. We welcome all things.
Yeah, what if they live in the room though and you lock them in there?
Isn't this
No,
like a
they're not supposed to
Mexican
be-
thing, though?
they're
A
not-
little cultural thing?
No, it's not.
It is. There's a lot of Mexican shit.
Mexicans are
Don't
just
wear
more-
socks to
they're
bed
more-
unless you want to
they're
make a
more
boy.
open. I think los duendes, that shit is real.
El
bro.
Catrín.
I seen some weird shit. But anyway, that's a whole another part.
We're gonna bring your ass back then, fool.
I got weird stories for
Yeah.
you guys all day.
She's gonna come on when frightening strikes.
All right, let's do it. But tell them about your story. When you got up in the middle of the night, you go up to the door, you listen, and then you crawl back into bed. And then in the morning, he's like, "Yo, who's here in the house?" I'm like, "There's no one in the house." He's like, "No, there's someone was like shuffling their feet, like in the hallway, but like all the lights were off." I'm like, "I know, I heard it too." And then I was up when he got up. Like I was just watching him, así con el ojo así. And it's
Yeah, I
happened-
mean, it was real, but maybe I was hearing shit.
Yeah,
You know what I
but
mean?
but it's happened a few times.
Damn. What do you think about that, Casas? All right. Well done, guys. Dude.
What do you think about it, Miguel?
Hey, dude. Hey, yeah, can we get the fucking Cupid cam? Look at that.
Damn.
The Cupid. Hey, fool. You know, if that doesn't
That's how he
speak
does
to
yoga, okay?
Dude, if that doesn't speak to the quality of chair that we brought in here, fool, look at that shit, bro.
Yeah,
The Cupid cam. The
He's
Cupid
all the
cam.
foundation meetings look like.
Wait,
He's a
homie, hold
sleep
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Cupid cam.
The
There's 2
Cupid
cams.
cam.
I don't have a
dog.
camera anymore. That's why.
Look at
Wow.
that guy, dog.
He's like a
Shit, bro.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Hey, fool. Hey, you're gonna get him out of here, right? Dog? Look at
I don't know. That's your problem, bro.
No, fuck, I'm out of here. I gotta go pick up the kids at school. Look at this. Guys, I appreciate you spending time with us. This was see, time out. You motherfuckers were nervous. You motherfuckers, no quiero venir porque el Steve habla mucha mierda. I don't want to come in because this motherfucker talks too much shit. What is he gonna say? Look at you guys came in and you did it. You made it your own. We learned a lot about both of you. We learned a lot about aliens, about ghosts, about being in tune with things. I'm excited to fucking bring you guys back in again. We learned they're gonna do a collab on the wall. Ooh, fucking shit! I heard that you're gonna put implants in fucking BJ's scalp. Things are just bananas. Things are just crazy. I'm fucking privileged to know both of you. Honestly, I have 2 pieces of work that I'm gonna get framed and put up in here. I got a large fucking piece of work at the brewery that I'm forever indebted to you for what you've done. Dog, both of you. It's a pleasure and a privilege to know you both. Casas, thank you for bringing them in, bro. This is fucking awesome, man.
Big up Eric Casas.
Yeah, big up Eric Casas, man. Always. Ladies and gentlemen, España and David Gamefoy.
I think this was our longest episode.
Hey, you were at a party, high in the sky, emborrachada de Bacardi. I bet you didn't know que conocía el
know, might as
You told
well.
me you were drinking and wasting my dinero, talking about how many ways a woman loves an hombre. But worst of all,
So we didn't do an episode with you, and